Hello students, can you hear my voice? Can you hear my voice, everyone? If you guys can hear my voice, if the voice, the video, everything is clear, put a yes in the comment section. Yes. Video, voice, everything is clear. So, should we begin the revision series, everyone? Okay. Everybody is telling yes. So that's a great news. So, let us begin the revision series. Yes. Hello Rockstars. I hope you're all doing amazing. Welcome to CA Final SCMP revision series. So at the very outset, thank you so much everyone for your outstanding response for this free marathon series. So I'm humbled, I'm grateful to all of you for believing in me. So there are 300 plus people who are attending the session live. It really means a lot. We will ensure that over the next 5 days, we give you 100% conceptual clarity, 100% confidence to go into the examination, and we will ensure that SCMP as a paper becomes simple as well as scoring for all of you. So today's topic is going to be decision making. Now, for the next 2 hours, we are going to cover the chapter. So I'll tell you, yes, what is expected. We are going to cover each and every concept. We are going to cover each and every concept conceptually, logically. Okay, so what I want you guys to do is pay maximum attention. The PDF files, whatever is being written here, all the PDF files will be shared to you in your respective groups. You need not worry about it at all. So only focus on understanding the concept, students. Okay, so once you've understood the concepts, all the PDF files, everything will be given to you. The objective is to cover the chapter 2 times in the given time. Okay, first we'll be explaining all the concepts. At the end, we'll be having a rocket revision. That is a revision of all the complete chapter within just 20 minutes. Believe me, if you stick with us, we will ensure that we will take your conceptual clarity to a level that you can revise the complete paper of SCMP in just 4 hours. That to maximum 4 hours. So from that perspective, to ensure that we can revise the complete chapters 2 times this time, again we'll be coming again live on the day before the examination. Will again help you revise all the things and ensure that SCMP as a paper becomes simple, scoring, and a cakewalk for all of you guys. So without any delay, so let us begin with the chapter. The first chapter that we're going to cover today is going to be decision making. So decision making as a chapter, very important from an examination perspective. If you look at the past examination analysis, every attempt there has been a question of on an average 16 marks. There have been questions up to 20 as well as 30 marks as well. So very important from an examination perspective. Along with that, from your understanding perspective, this chapter is also very, very, very important. So without any delay, let's begin with the chapter decision making, students. Just give me a minute. So let's quickly understand. Yes, suppose I'm giving you a simple example, students. Yes, I and a friend of mine, okay, 2 people, okay, yes, A and B are staying together. They've taken a room for rent. The rent is 6,000 rupees. So both of them are paying 3,000 each. Okay, yes. Now what happened? Few days later, another person wants to join them. Yes. So Mr. C wants to join them. Now he is asking how much is the rent. Ideally, how much you will be telling, students? Ideally, what will be the rent that you guys will be telling? 3 people, 6,000 is the rent. Yes or no? So how much it is going to be? It is going to be 2,000 per head. Now Mr. C is telling, I can pay 1,000 rupees. Can you please take me to the room? What should we do, students? Should we accommodate C in the room? Should we not accommodate C in the room? What should we do, everyone? Yes, the cost per head is coming as 2,000 rupees, but C is willing to pay only 1000 rupees. Should we take him to the room? Should we not take him to the room? What should we do? Everyone, tell me the answer. Yes, all your queries, all your doubts will come to it. Yes, we'll be taking sessions, we'll be taking breaks in between wherein all your doubts will be answered. Now focus. Okay. Yes, so many students are telling no. Okay, few are telling the answer as yes. So let us try to understand, students. Now the answer is we should be taking C to the room. Now let's try understanding how it is. Now suppose the rent is 6,000 rupees. There are only two people. That means what will be the rent per head, students? It will be 3,000. Suppose two of us, we were paying rent of 3,000 each. Now, if at all a third person comes, whether the total rent, the amount that I am going to pay to my landlord, is it going to change? No, it is not going to change. Yes, the total rent is 6,000 only. The third person is going to give me 1,000 rupees. That means what is the balance amount? What is the balance amount that we both need to pay for? 5,000. That means it comes as 2,500. Previously, I was paying a rent of 3,000 rupees, but now I'm paying a rent of only 2,500. That means there is a benefit of 500. Yes or no, students? So what is the decision? What is the decision, students? Everyone tell me, what is the decision? So yes, we should be taking him to the room. So the conclusion here is, every time we are taking a short-term decision should not be taken based on the concept of total cost. Short-term decision should always be taken based on the concept of marginal cost. Now, what is the marginal cost? Yes, marginal cost is the extra cost. Now, if we were two people, how much total rent we were paying? 6,000. If we are three people, what is the total rent we are paying? 6,000. What is the marginal cost, students? The extra cost is 0. As against that, the marginal revenue that we are getting, the extra revenue that we are getting from that person is 1,000 rupees. Marginal revenue is greater than marginal cost. So we should accept the decision. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now, going ahead, we are telling, okay, we have taken him to the room. Yes. Next, going ahead, he is telling, what are you guys doing for food bill? I'm telling, there is a mess nearby. We are paying 2,000 rupees per head. He is telling, fine. So right now what is happening? I am paying 2,000 rupees. My friend is paying 2,000 rupees. Both of us are together paying 4,000 rupees. Now he is also asking, yes, can I also join with you guys? We are telling, okay, fine. Pay us 2,000 rupees. He is telling, bro, I'm not having money, bro. Kindly understand my situation. Maximum I'm having 1,000 rupees. Please do something. Should we allow him to have food with us, or should we not allow him to have food with us? Tell me, students. Tell me, based on the concept of marginal cost, should we allow him, yes, to have food with us, or should we not allow him to have food with us? What should we do, everyone? Yes, the food bill is 2,000 rupee per head. That means if we take him along, what is the total mess bill we have to pay, students? 6,000 rupees. So what is the marginal cost? What is the extra cost we are incurring? 2,000 rupees is the extra cost we are incurring. As against that, what is the marginal revenue we are getting? We are only getting 1,000 rupees. We should not be accepting the decision. Because if we accept the decision, okay, he has given me 1,000, balance 5,000, I need to pay from my pocket. That means 2,500. So my cost is increasing, so I should not accept my decision. So what we have told, yes, every time we are taking a short-term decision, how should we take our decision, students? Decision should always be taken by comparing our marginal cost with the marginal revenue. This is the foundation. This is the end of the chapter, students. There is nothing more. Yes. So how do we take a decision? If my marginal revenue is greater than my marginal cost, I will accept my decision. However, if my marginal revenue is lower than my marginal cost, I will reject my decision. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts, students? Should we continue? Everyone? Okay. Now, let us try to understand what is marginal cost. We've got to know that, okay, how are we going to take decision? By comparing marginal revenue with marginal cost. So what is marginal cost? It is the change in cost due to change in the level of output. In simple terms, yes, in order to produce one extra unit, how much extra cost I am incurring? That is my marginal cost. Just to give you a simple example, if I am producing 100 units, my cost is 7,000 total cost. If I'm producing 101 unit, my total cost is 7,050. That means what is my marginal cost, students? My marginal cost is 50 rupees. That is the extra cost I'm incurring to produce 1 unit extra output. Now, if you know the basics of costing, yes, we can bifurcate our cost as variable cost as well as fixed cost. Variable cost is the cost that changes with the change in the level of output, that varies, that increases with the increase in the level of output. Fixed cost generally remains same. So ideally, what should be my marginal cost, students? Ideally, my marginal cost should be my variable cost. Yes or no, everyone? Ideally, my marginal cost should be my variable cost. But whether my marginal cost is only variable cost, let us try to understand. Now, pay attention, students. Yes, marginal cost contains three components. It is variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. What is it trying to tell? So, let's not by heart any formulas. Yes, if you can understand things logically, what is the point of by hearting? What is the need for by hearting? Now, a very simple example, students. Suppose we are a garment retailer. Okay, right now I'm having a shop where I'm selling shirts on a retail. Okay, now I'm having a plan that I should start selling pants as well. Okay, trousers or pant as well. Option number one, I'm telling, okay, this is my existing place, my showroom. Here only, yes, what I'm telling is, yes, I have some extra space. So for this existing place, I'm paying a rent of, say, for example, 10,000 rupees. I have some extra space lying here. So I thought, why not let me start selling jeans as well. Now, the variable cost to purchase jeans is 20,000 rupees. In order to purchase jeans, I have to pay 20,000 rupees. My variable cost is 20,000 rupees. Now, tell me, what is my marginal cost, students? What is my marginal cost? Everyone. Yes, in order to purchase jeans, I have to pay 20,000. So, what is my marginal cost, everyone? Yes. So my marginal cost is nothing but 20,000, which is my variable cost of purchasing jeans. Yes or no? That is the only cost. Yes or no, everyone? Any doubt still here? Should we continue, students? Yes. So I will tell that my marginal cost in this particular case, yes, how much extra? Suppose I am telling, yes, right now I am selling shirts. Along with that, I should start selling pant as well. How much extra cost I am incurring? 20,000. That means bare minimum, how much revenue I should get by selling pants? Bare minimum 20,000 at least I should get. Only then I will accept my decision. Otherwise, I will not accept my decision. Yes or no, students? Okay. Let me continue my example. Now, yes, alternative number 2. Now I am telling, I am having my existing showroom where I am selling my shirts. Yes, that place is completely occupied. There is no way I can sell jeans there. So what I am doing, there was another place, yes, in the nearby locality. Yes, there I have taken that place on a rent by paying a rent of 10,000 rupees specifically to sell my pants. Okay, to sell my jeans. Now the rent that I am paying monthly is 10,000 rupees. The variable cost to purchase jeans is 20,000 rupees. Now tell me, what is the marginal cost? How much cost I have incurred in order to sell my jeans, or else how much bare minimum revenue I should get? Tell me, students, how much bare minimum revenue I should be getting? Everyone. Bare minimum, how much revenue I should be getting? Bare minimum. Yes, Helena has given me the answer. You want me to repeat the alternative? Okay, I'll repeat. Now pay attention, students. Yes, marginal cost. Okay, how much extra cost I've incurred? Now first case I'm telling. Yes, okay, I will repeat, students, for all of you guys. Yes, first case I'm telling, I had an existing place. There only I started selling my jeans. So place, all of that was there. The only cost I've incurred is to purchase, that is the variable cost of jeans. The variable cost of jeans is 20,000. That means my marginal cost is 20,000. Bare minimum, if I get 20,000, I will tell, okay, I will sell my jeans. Yes or no? Now, second case, I've taken an extra place on a rent. To take this extra place on rent, I've paid 10,000 rupees. This 10,000, why I've paid? So that I can sell my jeans. Additionally, yes, in order to purchase my jeans, I've incurred 20,000 rupees. That means altogether, in order to sell jeans, how much cost specifically I've incurred, everyone? I've incurred a cost of 30,000 rupees. Yes or no? So what will I tell? In my marginal cost, 20,000 variable cost anyways I have to consider. Yes or no? Variable cost anyways I have to consider. However, in addition to that, 10,000 specific fixed cost I have incurred here. 10,000 is my specific fixed cost that I have incurred here. That will also form a part of my marginal cost. Is it clear? So in my marginal cost, variable cost anyways I will incur. In addition to that, if at all I am having any specific fixed cost, any fixed cost that I have incurred specifically for this particular decision, that will also form part of my marginal cost. Is it clear, everyone? Should I continue? Okay, yes. Now, third option, I'm telling third scenario. Yes, I'm trying to bring in opportunity cost. I'm telling I'm having one shop only. I cannot get an extra shop. Okay, so now either I have to sell shirts or I have to sell pants. I cannot sell both my products. Either I'll be selling only shirts in this particular shop or I'll be selling only pants in this particular shop. Right now, currently I am selling my shirts. Yes, and I'm earning a contribution of 15,000 rupees. Yes, contribution is nothing but my sales minus variable cost. Yes, right now I'm earning a contribution of 15,000 rupees by selling shirts. Now, if I want to sell my jeans, the variable cost for purchase of jeans is 20,000 rupees. Now tell me, what is my marginal cost, students? What is my marginal cost? Just think how much bare minimum I want to get as a businessman. If I get 20,000, yes, if I get 20,000, will I be selling? Is it fine? Yes, if a customer comes, yes, he is telling, okay, I will purchase your jeans for 20,000 rupees. Are we fine with that? Are we okay with that? What are we telling? Are we okay with that, students? No, we are not okay with that. What is my marginal cost, students? What is my marginal cost? Two things are there. Firstly, variable cost that I have paid, 20,000 I have paid, that is my marginal cost. Again, otherwise, previously I was getting a contribution of 15,000. Previously I was selling shirt and I was getting a contribution of 15,000. Right now, I am sacrificing that contribution of 15,000 because I have started selling jeans. Yes or no? Previously, I was selling shirt, I was getting a contribution of 15,000. Now, if I start selling jeans, can I get this contribution of 15,000? No, I have sacrificed this contribution of 15,000. That means that amount also bare minimum I should be getting. So the bare minimum revenue that I should be getting is 35,000. Only then it will be worth for me to start selling jeans. Okay, now I'm thinking, look at this. Okay, I've purchased jeans for 20,000. If at all I have to sell jeans, I have to sacrifice my external, my shirt sale of, which is giving me a contribution of 15,000. If I can sell my jeans at 30,000 rupees, should I go ahead and sell my jeans or should I not sell my jeans? Yes, customer is giving me 30,000. Should I sell my jeans? Should I not sell my jeans? What should I do? I will not be selling my jeans. I will tell, yes, no need to enter into this business at all. Why? Previously, I was aramse earning 15,000 contribution. Now, I've come here. That means I should be recovering my variable cost also. I should be recovering bare minimum my opportunity cost as well. Is it clear, everyone? So, my marginal cost in this case includes my variable cost also. It includes 15,000 rupees opportunity cost as well. What is opportunity cost? We'll come to it later. That means bare minimum amount that I have to recover is 35,000. Is it clear, students? So my marginal cost includes three things, three items. First is my variable cost. My variable cost, specifically to take any decision, I will be incurring my variable cost. That is my marginal cost. Next, it also includes my specific fixed cost or additional fixed cost. Any fixed cost that I'm incurring specifically to take a decision, that also forms a part of my marginal cost. Yes, my marginal cost also includes my opportunity cost. If at all to take that decision, I've sacrificed anything else, that will also be forming a part of my marginal cost. So all these three will together form a part of my marginal cost. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Should we continue, students? Okay. Now, Now let us get into the basic formulas of marginal costing. Yes, so the complete chapter we have bifurcated into three concepts. Concept 1 basics, concept 2 various short-term decision, concept 3 miscellaneous areas. Concept 1 basics, in that the first part, yes, the basics of marginal costing. How do we take a decision, students? We compare marginal cost with marginal revenue. Yes, marginal revenue is higher, we accept. Marginal revenue is lower, we reject the decision. Yes, what all is included in my marginal cost? Three components. One is my variable cost, one is my specific fixed cost, one is my opportunity cost. This was the basics. Now let us get into the basic formula of marginal cost. Yes, so let's get into the basic formula, students. Just give me a minute. Yes. Now, yes, just try to understand the story. With this, all the basic formulas will be clear, students. Yes, this is boss. Yes, this is boss's friend. Okay, now boss was roaming in the streets of Bangalore. Yes, he somewhere saw that, there is a very good business opportunity. What is it? Yes, he can purchase all the shirts at 600 rupees and he can sell the shirt at 1000 rupees. That means if I sell one shirt, yes, I have to purchase a shirt at 600 rupees. While buying, I will be paying 600 rupees. When I am selling, I will be getting 1000 rupees. That means if I sell one shirt, how much will I be getting, students? How much will I be getting? If I am selling one shirt, how much I am getting, students? Yes, if I am selling one shirt, how much net cash I will be having with me? How much net cash I will be having with me, students? Yes, I will purchase my shirt at 600, I will sell it at 1000 rupees. That means if I sell one shirt, I will be having a net cash of 400 rupees. That 400 rupees is my contribution. Is it clear, everyone? So what is contribution? In very simple terms, it is the net cash that I am having by selling one unit of goods. As simple as that. Is it clear? Yes. So boss thinks, oh, it's a very simple business. Yes, I will purchase shirt, I will sell. For every shirt, I'll be getting 400 rupees. Amazing life. Yes or no? So now, yes. So he is thinking, yes, if I sell one shirt, I will get 400, two shirts, 800, three shirts, 1200, 1600, so on, so forth. Now, yes, life is not that simple. Yes or no? Now he started his own showroom wherein he is selling the shirts. Now when he started his showroom, he realized, yes, it is not just sufficient for me to purchase a shirt. I should have a place as well wherein I will be selling my shirt. Yes or no? So for that place, I have to be paying my rent. So the rent is 10,000 rupees. He tells, fine, no issues. Right now, boss is telling, I am having 10,000 rupees with me. So what he is telling, yes, right now I will put 10,000 rupees from my pocket. Slowly, I will recover. Yes. Now look at this, students. How much rent have I paid? How much rent have I paid? I have paid a rent of 10,000 rupees. Now two costs are there, students. Pay attention. I have my variable cost. I have my fixed cost. Yes or no? I am selling my shirt. I am selling it at 1000 rupees. My variable cost of 600 rupees already I have recovered. Okay. Yes. After recovering that, I have got a contribution of 400 rupees. Now, how much is my fixed cost? I have to recover a fixed cost of 10,000 rupees. Now, yes, what is happening? Look at this, students. Yes, one customer has come. Yes, just try to visualize, students. Yes, initially I have told 10,000 I will put from my pocket. Boss has told. Yes, one customer has come. Yes, one customer has come. Yes, for him we have sold the shirt. How much we have got, students? 1000 rupees. Assume this is my cash. 1000 rupees cash I have got. In order to purchase the shirt, how much I had paid? 600 I had paid. That means how much I am having with me? 400 rupees I am having with me. Yes or no? Yes, one more customer has come. Yes, again I will sell, I will get 1000 rupees, 600 variable cost I had paid, 400 I am having. Yes, one more customer has come. Yes, 1200. This way, what is my objective? What is my first objective, students? I have paid fixed cost of 10,000 from my pocket. Yes or no? From my pocket, I have paid a fixed cost of 10,000 rupees. I am telling, I should recover that fixed cost of 10,000. Yes, if I sell one shirt, I am getting 400 rupees net cash. altogether, I want 10,000 rupees. Yes or no? Because 10,000 rupees I've paid from my pocket. So in order to recover that 10,000 rupees which I've paid from my pocket, how many shirt should I sell? How many shirt should I sell, students? Yes, in order to recover that money, how many shirts should I sell? Everyone. Yes, okay, Helena has given me the answer, Gaurav has given me the answer. Yes, others are giving me the answer. Yes, Amir, Emmanuel. Yes, 25 shirts. Yes or no? That is my break-even point. It is my break-even point wherein I am telling, okay, I don't want any profit right now, but whatever cost I have incurred, I need to recover. In order to recover that, how many units I should be selling? Yes. Now, with this example, we will try to cover all our basic formula, students. Pay attention. Now, look at this. Firstly, we have the concept of contribution. Yes, it is the amount which contributes towards the recovery of fixed cost as well as profit. In simple language, you can tell it is the net cash I am getting by selling 1 unit of goods. Yes, it is excess of sales over variable cost. I can tell my contribution is nothing but my sales minus variable cost. Because specifically I am selling a unit. What am I getting, students? Look at this. Fixed cost 10,000 anyways I have to pay. Specifically, if I sell a unit, I will be getting my selling price of 1,000. Specifically to sell my unit, I should have purchased my goods. For that, I should have incurred my variable cost of 600. That means specifically by selling 1 unit, I am getting 400 rupees. That is my contribution. Is it clear? Contribution is also equal to fixed cost plus profit. Now, how did I get this one? Now, look at this, students. We know that sales minus total cost is nothing but my profit and loss. Suppose sales is 1,000 rupees, total cost, variable cost is 400, fixed cost is 300, my total cost is 700, profit or loss is 300. Now pay attention, students. Here sometimes it may feel that I am going slow, but this is important. This is the foundation which is needed for everywhere in our CA final SCM. That's why we are doing it as slow as possible. Okay. Now I am selling at 1,000 rupees. My total cost, variable cost is 400, fixed cost is 300. That means my total cost is 700. So my profit is 300. Fine. I can also write it as sales minus total cost is nothing but my variable cost and fixed cost. That will also give me my profit or loss. Okay, fine. Now I can also write it as sales minus variable cost. This amount I will write it as my contribution. From that I will reduce my fixed cost. I will be getting my profit or loss. Ultimate answer is same. There is no difference. But what is happening, students? Sales minus variable cost. What net cash I am getting? I am calling it as my contribution. Okay, so sales minus variable cost is contribution, formula number 1. Again, contribution minus fixed cost is profit. So can I also tell contribution is nothing but my fixed cost plus profit? That will give me my second formula for contribution. Yes or no, everyone? So that is my contribution. In very simple terms, what is the net cash I am getting by selling 1 unit of goods or services? Now, variable cost ratio as well as PV ratio. Again, very simple, students. Yes, do not try to by heart anything. Yes, suppose in our case, yes, we are selling a shirt for 1,000 rupees. Fine. Yes, what was my purchase price? What was my variable cost? It was 600. Yes or no? That means what is my contribution? It is 400. Now, if I ask you, how much is my variable cost as a percentage of sale? How much is my variable cost as a percentage of sale? How much it is, students? Everyone. Yes, my variable cost is 600 when my sales is 1,000 rupees. That means how much is my variable cost as a percentage of sale? My variable cost is 60% of sale. How did I get that? It is variable cost divided by sales into 100. Yes or no? How much is my contribution as a percentage of sale? My contribution is 400 when my sale is 1,000. That means my contribution is 40% of sale. I got it as contribution divided by sale into 100, which is nothing but my PV ratio. So I've got my formula. Variable cost ratio is variable cost divided by sale into 100. PV ratio is contribution divided by sale into 100. One point to be kept in mind, students, both these are complementary. Yes, you add the two. Variable cost ratio is 60%, PV ratio is 40%. You add the two, always it is going to be 100%. Now, if you want, you can change the data. You can make variable cost as 700. So your contribution becomes 300. So it becomes 70%, 30%. But always you add the two, it will always be 100%. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Next, break-even point. We have discussed the concept of break-even point already. Yes, what is boss telling? Yes, initially boss was very happy, telling, okay, I sell one shirt, I'm getting 400. Now he got that tension. He has paid 10,000 rupees rent. So now he's telling, I don't want anything in life. I just want to recover that 10,000 rupees rent that I've paid. Okay, yes, what is that point? I don't want profit for now, but I don't want to incur loss as well. That point is my break-even point. It is a situation of no profit, no loss. At BEP, three things are going to happen, students. Firstly, my profit or loss is going to be zero. Okay. Yes. Secondly, my profit or loss is zero. That means my total sales is equal to my total cost. Yes or no? And thirdly, my contribution is equal to my fixed cost. Now look at this. I'm giving you a simple data. Sales minus variable cost is contribution minus fixed cost is profit. Suppose I'm telling sales is 25,000. Variable cost is 15,000. Contribution is 10,000. Fixed cost is 10,000. Profit is 0. Yes, this is my BEP. At BEP, my profit or loss is 0. That means my total sales is 25,000 is equal to my total cost. Total cost is variable cost of 15,000, fixed cost of 10,000. That means my total cost here is also 25,000. It also means how much contribution I've got. Net I've got cash 10,000 rupees. That I will pay to pay my fixed cost. Ultimately, nothing will remain in my hand. Is it clear, everyone? Now, how did we calculate our break-even point, students? How did we calculate our break-even point? BEP in the form of units. I've told, yes, if I'm selling one unit, if I'm selling one shirt, yes, how much net cash I got? I got a net cash of 400. That means I got a contribution of 400. How much total contribution I want, students? I want a total contribution of 10,000 rupees. That means how many shirts should I be selling? I should be selling 25 shirts. Yes or no? How did I get it? I got it as 10,000 divided by 400. 10,000, which is nothing but my fixed cost, divided by 400, which is nothing but my contribution per unit. So BEP in terms of units is fixed cost, total how much I should recover, divided by contribution per unit. Per unit, how much I am recovering. I will be getting altogether how many units I should be selling. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yes, don't worry, students. All chapters revision will be done for the last day. Yes, important questions, case studies. Yes, case study will try to come up with a summary of case studies. Yes, don't worry. Right now, just focus on what we are telling. Okay, don't worry. We'll be there with you till your examination, till the end of your examination. Yes, need not worry at all. For now, focus on the present. Focus on what we are going to do. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Now, BEP in the form of units I have calculated. Now, I want BEP in the form of sale value, students. Now, how can I calculate my BEP in the form of sale value, students? Now, I know that in order to reach my break-even point, I should be selling 25 shirts. Yes or no? Yes. Every shirt, at what price am I selling, students? Every shirt I am selling at a selling price of 1,000 rupees. That means, what will be my total sale value, everyone? Yes, I know that my BEP is 25 shirts. I know that every shirt I will be selling at 1,000 rupees. That means what will be my BEP in the form of sale value? What will be my BEP sale value, students? Everyone. Yes. I think there is a small delay between when I'm speaking and when it is getting displayed. Okay, it's fine. Yes, that means my BEP in the form of sale value is equal to 25,000. Yes or no? Very simple. It is number of units into selling price per unit. As simple as that. Now look at this. BEP in the form of rupees. I'm telling 25 shirts at the rate of 1,000 rupee per shirt, which is 25,000. Now, which is nothing but BEP in the form of units into selling price per unit. Yes. BEP in terms of units. How did I get break-even point in terms of units, students? I have told it is my fixed cost, total how much I should be recovering, divided by contribution per unit. It is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit into my selling price per unit. Now look at this. Yes, there is a formula in maths. Okay. Yes, they tell A divided by B into C can also be written as A divided by B divided by C. Yes, have you heard of this, students? No need. Let's try to understand. A divided by B into C, they are telling it is as good as A divided by B divided by C. Let us try to do it. Suppose I am telling A divided by B, 1 divided by 2 into 3. How much it is, students? 3 divided by 2, 1.5. They are telling it is also equal to A divided by B divided by C. So which is 1 divided by 2 by 3 is 0.6666. You do it on your calculator, you will be getting it as 1.5. Sorry. So I know that this formula is correct. So now let me apply it. Look at this. A divided by B into C. I can also write it as A divided by B divided by C. So I will write it as fixed cost divided by contribution per unit divided by selling price per unit. Okay. Now fixed cost I will keep it as it is. Contribution per unit divided by selling price per unit. What it is, students? Contribution per unit. I got a contribution of 400 divided by selling price. When my selling price was 1000 rupees, that means 40%. What it is, students? It is my PV ratio. That means BP in the form of rupees is fixed cost divided by PV ratio. This was the proper derivation of the formula. I will give you that in a very simple way. Look at this, students. Suppose I am telling, yes, in our case, we are selling a shirt at 1000 rupees. I am getting a contribution of 400 rupees. Okay. Assume my selling price is 1 rupee. What will be my contribution, students? If my selling price is 1 rupee, what will be my contribution? My contribution will be 0.4. Yes or no? Yes. How much contribution altogether I want? How much is my fixed cost? 10,000 rupees. To recover that fixed cost of 10,000, how much contribution I should be earning? 10,000. Yes or no? If I earn a contribution of 10,000, here if I get a contribution of 10,000, I will pay my fixed cost of 10,000. I will tell no profit, no loss. Yes or no? So I am telling I should be earning a total contribution of 10,000. That means how much will be my sale value? Cross multiplication, it is nothing but your 10,000 divided by 0.4. 10,000 is nothing but your fixed cost divided by 0.4 is nothing but your PV ratio. That is your BP in the form of rupees. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Should we continue, students? Yes? Okay. So break-even point in the form of units, I've told it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. In the form of rupees, it is nothing but fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Fine. Now, margin of safety. Now look at this, students. What is a margin of safety? I've told what is my break-even point in my example. I am selling shirt at 1000 rupees. If I am making a sale of 25,000, I will reach my break-even point. Yes or no? Look at this. Every shirt I am selling at 1000 rupees. Variable cost is 600. Contribution is 400. I have a fixed cost of 10,000 rupees. Yes, 25 shirts, that is 25,000 rupees is my break-even point. Yes, till here I have sold 25 shirts. Every shirt I have got 400 rupees. I got a contribution of 10,000 rupees. What will I do? Yes, every shirt I have sold. Yes, understand, students. Every shirt I am getting 400. This way 25 shirts I have got sold. I have got 10,000 rupees. From this 10,000 rupees, what will I do, students? I am having 10,000 rupees with me. What will I do? I will pay my fixed cost. So I have paid my fixed cost. There is no tension. All my cost I have recovered. Now I have sold one more unit. 26th customer has come. Yes, I am getting 1000 rupees. I have to pay a variable cost of 600 rupees. How much will be left with me, students? 400 rupees. What is this 400 rupees going to be? Yes, this 400 that is there with me is going to be my profit. Yes, sir, because I've already paid my fixed cost. Whatever is left with me will be my profit. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue, students? Yes or no? Yes, so what I'm telling, yes, till BP, whatever contribution I was getting, I have used it to pay my fixed cost. Yes, by the time I've reached my BP, my fixed cost is already paid. So after BP, whatever sales I will do, from that whatever contribution I will get. Yes or no, 26th shirt I have sold, 27th shirt I have sold, 28th shirt I have sold. There is no need to pay for my fixed cost. I have already paid for that. I have already set aside an amount for that. Whatever I will be getting will be my profit. Is it clear? So till BP, whatever is the contribution I will be getting, it will be equal to my fixed cost. After BP, whatever contribution I will be getting, that will be equal to my profit. Is it clear, students? So what I am doing, my total sales, I am bifurcating, telling how much is my BP sales, how much is my sales which is needed to achieve my break-even point, which is needed to pay my fixed cost, and how much is my sales after BP sale, which is called as margin of safety sales. So what is MOS sales, students? It is nothing but my sales after BEP sales. Suppose I am telling my total sale for a period was 1 lakh rupees. Yes, total sale is 1 lakh. In that my BEP sale is 25,000. That means how much is my MOS sale, students? How much is my margin of safety sale? My margin of safety sale is 75,000. Okay. Yes. So I am telling in the form of units also. 25 units was my BEP. 75 units is my MOS. From my first 25 units, whatever contribution I've got, 25 units at the rate of 400, 10,000 contribution I've got. What will I use it for? I will use it to pay my fixed cost. Yes or no? After my BEP, that is from my MOS sale, whatever contribution I'll be getting, where will I use it, students? Where will I use it? I've paid all my cost, whatever I'm getting right now, 75 shirts at the rate of 400 per shirt, 30,000 is going to be my profit. Yes or no, everyone? So what I'm telling, yes, what is my margin of safety? My margin of safety is my sale in addition to BEP sale. Point number one. Point number two, till BEP sale, whatever contribution I was getting, that was equal to my fixed cost. From my MOS sale, whatever contribution I'll be getting will be equal to my profit. Is it clear, everyone? Now let's see the concept. Yes. Assume total sale I've made is 1 lakh. In that my BEP sale is 25,000, MOS sale is 75,000. Yes. How much is my BEP sale as a percentage of total sales, students? How much is my BEP sale as a percentage of total sales? BEP sale is 25,000 when my total sale is 1 lakh. That means it is 25%. Yes or no? That is my BEP sale ratio. BEP sale divided by total sale into 100. How much is my MOS sale as a percentage of my total sale? MOS sale is 75,000 when my total sale is 1 lakh. That means it is 75%. Again, both are complementary. You add the two, you will be getting 100%. Yes or no? Yes. Now, BEP sale ratio plus MOS sale ratio is always equal to 100%. Yes, one thing we have told, at BEP, whatever contribution I'm going to get, whatever contribution I will get, that will be equal to my fixed cost. I will use it to pay my fixed cost. From my MOS, whatever contribution I'm getting, I've already paid my fixed cost. So whatever contribution I'll be getting will be equal to my profit. Is it clear, everyone? So I can also write it. Look at this, students. Total sales into total PV ratio is equal to my total contribution. Suppose I'm telling total sale was 1 lakh into PV ratio in my case was 40%. So altogether I'll be getting a contribution of 40,000. Yes or no? Yes. 100 shirts I've sold altogether. Yes, I'll be getting 40,000 contribution. In that, my total sale I can bifurcate it as BEP sale, MOS sale. Yes, total contribution will again involve fixed cost, profit. Yes, my BEP sale into PV ratio will be equal to my fixed cost and my MOS sale into PV ratio will be equal to my profit. BEP sale 25,000 was my BEP sale, 75,000 is my MOS sale. Yes, BEP sale into PV ratio 40% is equal to 10,000, which is my fixed cost. Yes or no? 25 shirts I've sold. Yes, for every shirt I've got 400, 10,000 I've got. That is nothing but my fixed cost. After that, 75 shirts I've sold, 75,000 I've got. 40% of that I've got. 30,000 rupees is my contribution, which is nothing but my profit. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts still here, students? Should we continue? Yes. So what all we have discussed, yes, quickly revising, students, we are discussing concept number 1, which is the basics. In that first we have told the basics of decision making. How do we take a decision? We are going to compare marginal revenue with marginal cost. Based on that, we are going to take a decision. What all is included in my marginal cost? 3 things: variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Then we have come to my basic formulas. Yes. So firstly, we have told what is contribution, which is nothing but my sales minus variable cost. It is also equal to my fixed cost plus profit. Yes. Then I have told, yes, my selling price I can bifurcate it as variable cost, contribution. Yes, variable cost percentage is called variable cost ratio. Contribution percentage is called PV ratio. Both are complementary. If you add the two, you'll be getting 100%. Then I've told break even point. No profit, no loss. How do I get that, students? Break even is nothing but my fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. Total, how much I have to absorb? 10,000 rupees divided by, for 1 unit, how much I'm getting? 400. I've got my break even as 25 units. Again, BEP in the form of rupees. I've told it is a fixed cost divided by my PV ratio. Yes or no? Yes. Again, I've gone ahead after my BEP. I've told margin of safety. What is my margin of safety, students? It is my sale in addition to BEP sale. After my BP, whatever sale I am doing, that is my margin of safety. Now, I am telling total sale, I can bifurcate it as BP sale, MOS sale. Total sale is 1 lakh, BP sale is 25,000, MOS sale is 75,000. Yes, BP sale percentage, as a percentage of total sale, you call it as BP sale ratio. MOS sale, as a percentage of your total sale, you call it your MOS sale ratio. Fine. Till BP, till break even point, whatever contribution, every unit I am selling, I will be getting contribution. Till BP, whatever contribution I have got, I will use it to pay my fixed cost. Yes. By end of BP, once I have reached my BP, my fixed cost is already taken care of. Now, after my BP, that is in my margin of safety, whatever sale I am doing, from that whatever contribution I am getting, yes, I have already recovered my fixed cost. So, whatever contribution I will be getting, that will be equal to my profit. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, till here, any doubts? Should we continue, students? Yes, like this, are you going to upload for all chapters? Yes, majorly for all the chapters, we'll be doing it, students. Yes, the next point that we have is sales to achieve desired profit or loss. Now, what is this point telling? Yes, our boss told, yes, initially he was telling, yes, I've started my business. Yes, every shirt I'm selling, 400 rupees I'm getting. Okay. After some point, yes, he's very depressed. He's telling, okay, 10,000 fixed cost I've paid. At least I have to recover that 10,000 fixed cost. Now that phase is also over. Now he is telling, okay, now my business is profitable. Now I want to purchase a brand new bullet. The bullet is 2 lakh rupees. So he is telling, I want a profit of 2 lakh from my business. I get a profit of 2 lakh. I will take that. I will purchase my bullet. Fine. So ultimately, how much profit I want, students? I want a profit of 2 lakh rupees. Now, in order to get a profit of 2 lakh rupees, whether a contribution of 2 lakh is sufficient, think and tell me, students. Yes, I want a profit of 2 lakh rupees. Whether my contribution of 2 lakh is sufficient in order to get my profit of 2 lakh, or should I be earning slightly more? How much a contribution I should be earning so that I can be getting my profit of 2 lakh? Everyone. Yes, 2 lakh as a contribution is not sufficient. Why? Because I'm having my fixed cost of 10,000 rupees. Yes or no? That means how much a contribution I should be earning, students? How much a contribution I should be earning so that I can earn a profit of 2 lakh rupees? I should be earning a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000 rupees. Yes or no? If I get a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000 rupees, what I'm telling? Okay, I've got 2 lakh 10,000 rupees contribution from this. Wait. Yes, I will pay, yes, 10,000 rupees fixed cost. 2 lakh 10,000 I've got. I've paid 10,000 rupees fixed cost. Still, I will be having 2 lakh rupees profit. Yes or no, everyone? So, how much contribution I want? I want a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000 rupees. How did I get that? It is my profit plus my fixed cost. That gave me my contribution. Now, I want a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000 rupees. Altogether, I want a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000 rupees. I am selling one shirt. How much contribution am I getting, students? I am selling one shirt. How much contribution am I getting? I am getting a contribution of 400 rupees. That means how many such shirts I should be selling? If I am selling one shirt, I am getting a contribution of 400 rupees. I want altogether a contribution of 2 lakh 10,000. That means how much shirt I should be selling? I should be selling 2 lakh 10,000 divided by 400. That is 525 shirts. Yes or no, everyone? So either I can tell, yes, it is my desired contribution, which is nothing but my profit plus fixed cost. What is contribution? We have told contribution is sales minus variable cost, or else it is your fixed cost plus profit. So I have my fixed cost plus profit divided by either contribution per unit you'll be getting in terms of units, or else you can divide it by PV ratio. You can tell 2 lakh 10,000 I want as contribution. Contribution is nothing but 40% of sales. So what should be my sales? 2 lakh 10,000 divided by 40%. You will be getting 5 lakh 25,000. Is it clear, everyone? Whether the speed is fine, students. Yes, you guys will have to tell me whether the speed is fine. Should I increase? Should I decrease? Okay. Overall, what students are going to tell, based on that, we'll be doing it. Yes, if you want me to increase, I can do it. If you want me to reduce the speed, that is also fine. But you guys will have to tell me. And remember one thing, students, yes, we are going to discuss all concepts from scratch we will discuss, but it is going to be fast because it is just 1 month before your examination. It is just your revision. It is not your first time discussion. So obviously it is going to be fast. If you don't know the concepts, it is going to be fast, slightly fast. When it comes to theory, it is going to be fine, but when we are discussing practical concepts, yes, you may feel it is slightly fast. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, whether the speed is fine or should I increase or reduce the speed? Yes, you guys will have to let me know. Yes, let me know in the comments. Yes, students are telling okay, speed is fine, or increase the speed. Okay, increase a little bit. Okay, fine, we'll increase that. Yes, next we have differential formulas. Okay, the final amongst the basic formulas. Yes, suppose I'm telling, okay, a different example. I'm selling a pen. Okay, yes, I'm selling a pen at 10 rupees. Variable cost is 6 rupees. Fixed cost is 50,000. If I am selling 50,000 pen, what is my total sale, students? 5 lakh. Variable cost 6 rupee per pen into 50,000, 3 lakh. Contribution is 2 lakh. Fixed cost is 50,000. Profit is 1 lakh 50,000. What is my total cost, students? Variable cost of 3 lakh. Fixed cost of 50,000, 3.5. Yes, if I am telling I am going to sell 1 lakh units. So my total sale is going to be 10 lakh. Variable cost is 6 lakh. Contribution will be 4 lakh. Fixed cost will still be 50,000. Profit will be 3 lakh 50,000. My total cost, variable cost of 6 lakh plus 50,000, it is going to be 6 lakh 50,000. Now let me see the change in my cost. Okay, yes, what is the change in my sale, students? My sale has changed from 5 lakh to 10 lakh. That means my sale has increased by 5 lakh. Okay, my variable cost has increased from 3 lakh to 6 lakh. That means my variable cost has changed by 3 lakh. My contribution has changed from 2 lakh to 4 lakh. That means it has changed by 2 lakh. Yes, my fixed cost has not changed at all. My profit has changed from 1.5 lakh to 3.5 lakh. It has changed by 2 lakh. My total cost has changed from 3.5 to 6.5 lakh. That means it has changed by 3 lakh. Now, what is a very important observation, students? Now, look at this. My change in total cost is nothing but the change in my variable cost. Look at this. Yes or no? Why, students? Because change in my total cost, it is nothing but my change in variable cost plus change in fixed cost. My fixed cost is not changing. So, obviously, my change in total cost is my change in my variable cost. Is it clear, everyone? Next, my change in profit and my change in contribution, both are one and the same. Yes, change in contribution is also 2 lakh. Change in profit is also 2 lakh. Why? Again, my fixed cost is not changing. So, whatever is the change in profit, that itself will be the change in my contribution. Yes or no? So, I have two observations. Change in contribution will be equal to change in profit. Change in variable cost itself is my change in total cost. Now, look at this, students. I have my variable cost ratio. What did I tell about my variable cost ratio? It is variable cost divided by sale into 100. Can I also tell it is change in variable cost divided by change in sale into 100? In this case, look at this, students. Change in variable cost, change in my variable cost is 3 lakh divided by change in sale is 5 lakh into 100. That will still give me 60%. Yes or no? Variable cost ratio is 60%. Now, I can also write it as change in variable cost divided by change in sale. What is change in variable cost? I can also write change in variable cost as change in total cost divided by change in sale into 100. So that becomes my variable cost ratio. When two different level of output is given, I can tell the change in total cost, it is nothing but my change in variable cost divided by change in sale into 100. That will give me my variable cost ratio. PV ratio, it is contribution divided by sale into 100. I can also tell it is change in contribution divided by change in sale into 100. I know my change in contribution is nothing but my change in profit because my fixed cost is not changing. So you can also tell it is my change in profit divided by change in sale into 100. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So should we continue? Yes, with this. Yes, we have finished. Yes, concept 1B. So we are discussing concept number 1, basics. In that first, we have told the basics of decision making. We are going to take a decision by comparing marginal revenue and marginal cost. Marginal cost includes 3 things: variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Then we have discussed all the basic formulas. Yes, now going to the third thing, yes, which is very important, students, from my examination perspective, which is the relevant costing technique. Yes, now what is a relevant costing technique? Yes, what is a relevant cost? It is telling whenever we are trying to take a decision based on a relevant cost. Yes, so what is a relevant cost? It is the cost which is relevant to take any decision. That is, it is the cost which is incurred only when we make a specific decision. If I take that decision, cost is incurred. If I don't take that decision, cost is not incurred. Only then that cost is relevant. Now they are telling 2 conditions for a cost to be relevant. It should be a future cost. It should be a differential cost. We didn't understand anything. Fine. Let's try to understand it properly now. Pay attention, students. I'll give you a very simple example. Suppose I'm telling, yes, this is our boss. Yes or no? Yes, our boss fell in love. So now he wants to go on a date. Yes, so boss is calculating the relevant cost of going on a date. What is the relevant cost, students? It is the cost which is incurred only if he takes a decision. That is, this cost will be incurred only if he goes on a date. Otherwise, this cost is not incurred. If he is going on a date, this cost will be incurred. Otherwise, this cost is not incurred. That is the relevant cost. Now look at this, students. He is telling, okay, I have to go on a date, so I want a very good dress. So I'll purchase a new shirt for which I am paying 2,000 rupees. Is this cost relevant? Is this cost irrelevant, students? Is this cost relevant? Is this cost irrelevant? Sir, how many chapters can we expect in marathon series? 9 chapters. Yes, is this cost relevant? 2,000 that he is paying. Is this cost relevant? Is this cost irrelevant? Yes, it is relevant. Yes or no? Why? Because this cost is incurred only if he is going on a date. Otherwise, this cost will not be incurred. Perfect. Yes, let us go further. Yes, he got his haircut 1 week before. 1 week before he got his haircut. Is this cost relevant? Is this cost irrelevant? 1 week before only he got his haircut. Now, how do I think? Yes, is this cost incurred only if I take a decision? Now, he goes on a date. Haircut he has already done. He doesn't go on a date. Haircut is already done. Yes or no? So, this cost is not incurred specifically to take a decision. It is already incurred. It is incurred already in the past. It is not relevant. It is irrelevant. Yes or no, everyone? Yes. Okay. Next. He is telling, yes, because I am going on a date, I should get my beard as well as, yes, I should get a small facial. Yes, why is he doing this? He is doing this specifically to go on a date. So that cost is also going to be relevant. Yes or no? The cost I am incurring only if I take a decision. Otherwise, I will not be incurring. If he is going on a date, he will get his, yes, facial. Otherwise, he will not do it. That is relevant cost. Okay, he thought I have to gift a watch, yes, to her. Yes, so he is incurring 10,000 rupees for that. Specifically to go on a date, he is incurring that 10,000 rupees. Yes or no? That is also relevant. Okay, all this is fine. Now he goes on a restaurant. Okay, he is having food. Now he is telling, okay, he has a food bill. He has incurred a food bill of 2,000 rupees. Now he is thinking, students, see, food is something, even if he doesn't go on a date, he would have incurred, he would have had food. However, he would have had only normal food. The cost would have come to only 100 rupees. Now, if he has gone, if there was no date, he would have incurred, he would have had normal food. So the cost would have been 100 rupees only. Now, because he has gone on a date, he is having luxurious food. Yes, he is incurring 2,000 rupees. So how much cost is relevant, students? How much cost is relevant? Yes, tell me, students, how much cost is relevant in this particular case? Yes, whether complete 2,000 is relevant or only 1,900 is relevant. How much is relevant, students? Yes, only 1,900 rupees is relevant. Yes or no? I will tell, see, 100 rupees, otherwise also I would have incurred. Otherwise also I would have had food. Yes, how much extra I am incurring because I am going on a date. Yes, how much extra I am incurring because I am going on a date. 1,900 extra I am incurring because I am going on a date. So that 1,900 rupees is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? So this is the overall concept of relevant costing. It is the cost which is relevant to take a decision. That is, that cost is incurred only if I take a decision. Otherwise, that cost will not be incurred. Okay? Yes. Now look at this, students. Yes. It is the cost which is relevant to take any decision. That is, this cost will be incurred only when we take a specific decision. Otherwise, this cost will not be incurred. Two conditions. Firstly, it should be a future cost. That cost should be incurred in the future. If it is already incurred in the past, it will not be relevant. Say, for example, I am telling, yes, boss got a haircut 1 week before. Irrelevant. Again, it should be a differential cost. Cost should be different for different alternatives. Yes or no? Yes, I have told. Normally, in future, yesterday afternoon also, he was planning to have food. However, it was 100 rupees only. But if he goes on a date, he will be incurring 2,000. That means the balance, the extra, the incremental, the differential cost is only relevant. Is it clear, students? Now, we have different costs and their treatment. Firstly, I have my historic cost, sunk cost, committed cost. Yes, what are these costs, students? What are these costs? These are the costs that I have already incurred in my past. Is it relevant to students? My historic cost, yes. My committed cost, my sunk cost, is it relevant? I've already incurred in my past. In our example, yes, boss already got a haircut 1 week before. For that, he has incurred 200 rupees. Is it relevant to students? Is it relevant? No, it is irrelevant. Yes or no, everyone? My historic cost, my sunk cost, my committed cost is going to be irrelevant for my decision making. Yes, what is it, students? It is a cost which is already incurred in the past and doesn't affect my future decisions. It is irrelevant for decision making because it is already incurred in my past. Yes, it is irrelevant irrespective of whether it is actually paid or it is still paid. Now, historic cost, you can bifurcate it as sunk cost, committed cost. Yes, irrespective of whatever it is, your historic, sunk, committed, all of those are irrelevant because they are already incurred in the past. These are my past cost. Yes, so whether I take a decision, I don't take a decision, this cost is already incurred. Yes or no? Say for example, you are now taking a decision of where should I go for CA inter coaching. CA inter coaching you want to go. Yes, so you are telling, yes, CA foundation exam fees or ICAI registration fees. All these you have already incurred in the past. Now whether you go for coaching center A, coaching center B, whether you go for coaching, you do your self-study, whether you continue CA, you discontinue CA, this cost is already incurred, so it is irrelevant. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So you have few examples. Firstly, you have your research and development cost, which is already done in the past. Book value of assets. Asset you have purchased. Yes, you have purchased this pen 2 years back. Yes, you are having the book value of that. Irrelevant, already incurred in the past. Yes or no? Yes. Next, I have my fixed cost or else my fixed overheads. Yes. So we are telling fixed cost or fixed overheads could be two, students. First is your allocated overhead, second is your additional overheads. Allocated overhead is going to be irrelevant for decision making. Additional overhead is going to be relevant for decision making. What is this? Let us try to understand it with the help of a small example. Now pay attention, everyone. Yes, what am I telling? Fixed cost. Case 1. Yes. So I've started a business. Yes, I'm selling stationery shops, stationery items. Okay. Rent I'm paying 10,000 rupees per month. Okay. So I was having some space which was free. So I thought, yes, why not? Why not? Why not? I started selling, yes, some vegetables also here. Okay. So in the same place I was having some vacant area, I started selling vegetables also. Now the total rent, previously the rent I was paying is 10,000. Now also the rent I am paying is 10,000 only. But just for accounting purpose, what I am doing in my books, when I am showing my rent, I am telling for stationery, the rent is 5,000. For vegetables, the rent is 5,000. I am just allocating my fixed cost. I am just allocating my fixed cost. But to take that decision, that cost is not incurred. Yes or no? Is this cost relevant, students? Is this 5,000 that I have distributed, is it relevant? No, it is not relevant. Yes or no? Previously also, you think simply. Previously also I was paying 10,000 per month. Now also I am paying 10,000 per month. Am I paying anything extra fixed cost? No. So is this cost relevant? No, it is irrelevant. Fine. Yes, this is my allocated fixed cost. Second is my additional fixed cost. Suppose I am telling, okay, my complete place I had for which I was paying a rent of 10,000 rupees, completely I am having stationery. So I should get an extra space wherein I will be selling my vegetable products. So I have taken an extra space. There the rent I am paying is 3,000 rupees. So specifically, if I take a decision telling, yes, I am going to sell my vegetable products. Yes, I am telling, okay, I am only going to sell stationery. My rent is only 10,000. I am telling, I am going to sell stationery also, vegetables also. How much rent I will have to pay, students? 13,000. 3,000 extra I will be paying. It is my specific cost, additional fixed cost, traceable fixed cost that is going to be relevant for decision making. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue, students? Yes, 3,000 is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Yes, all these different names are there, whatever you call it. Okay, your allocated overheads is irrelevant, your additional overheads is going to be relevant for your decision making. Yes. Thirdly, I have my opportunity cost. Already in my marginal cost only I have told, yes or no, my variable cost is relevant, specific fixed cost is relevant, as well as my opportunity cost is also relevant. Yes, opportunity cost is also relevant for my decision making. Now, what is opportunity cost? Yes, I am telling it is the maximum contribution foregone by rejecting other alternatives. What is it, students? It is the maximum contribution foregone, maximum how much I have sacrificed by rejecting alternative options. It is just a notional cost. It does not involve any cash payment. Now look at this one simple example I'm telling. Yes, I've become a chartered accountant. Okay, now I'm having different options. Yes, I can get into teaching, practice, big four, or industry. Now, yes, so if I get into teaching, assume I'll be earning yearly 10 lakh rupees. Now, I can do only one of the two, only one of the four. I cannot be doing all of these. Yes, suppose I am telling, yes, I am going to start teaching. Yes, what is my opportunity cost, students? What is my opportunity cost? What am I sacrificing? Yes, what am I sacrificing? Yes, if I start teaching, I'm sacrificing practice, I'm sacrificing big four, I'm sacrificing industry. In that, yes, which one will give me the maximum pain? Which one will give me the maximum pain, students? I will tell, yes, if I would have gone to industry, I would have got 15 lakh rupees. Because I have come into teaching, I cannot get that 15 lakh rupees. Because I have started teaching, I have sacrificed that 15 lakh that I would have otherwise got. That is my opportunity cost. Is it clear, everyone? So we are telling this opportunity cost is also relevant while we are taking our decisions. Again, if I start my practice, 9 lakh I will be getting. So what I'm telling, what I'm sacrificing? Yes, I'm sacrificing my teaching, I'm sacrificing my big four, I'm sacrificing my industry. Which one will give me most pain, students? Telling teaching I've sacrificed, big four I've sacrificed, industry I've sacrificed. It was giving me 15 lakh rupees that I've sacrificed, students. Yes, that is my opportunity cost. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, what is your opportunity cost? It is the maximum contribution foregone, maximum contribution that you have sacrificed by rejecting other alternatives. It is just a notional cost. It is going to be relevant for your decision making. Again, if you are having any out of pocket or any additional cost, yes, question itself is telling out of pocket, additional cost you are incurring. Because you are taking a decision, you are incurring this cost. That is also going to be relevant for decision making. Is it clear, everyone? No doubt still here. Should we continue? Yes, so we are discussing concept 1C, relevant costing. We have told what is the relevant cost. It is the cost which is relevant to take a decision. That is, it is incurred only if I take a decision. Few items I have told. Firstly, we have told, yes, what was our first item, students? Historic cost, sunk cost, committed cost, incurred in the past, irrelevant. Fixed cost, allocated means irrelevant, additional means it is irrelevant. Thirdly, I have told my opportunity cost. Yes, maximum contribution sacrifice, it is relevant. Out of pocket or additional cost, it is also going to be relevant. Yes. Now, we have the most important thing, students. Relevant cost for my material, labor, overheads as well as machines. Okay, we'll do this concept. After that, we'll take a small break, everyone. Yes. Yes, so I'm telling, yes, my relevant cost for material, labor, overheads as well as my machines. Yes, for my materials, either my material will not be in stock or it will be in stock. Now let's try to understand this one also with the help of a simple example, students. Now look at this. I'm telling, yes, I've started by teaching with CA Inter costing classes. Now I'm planning that I should start classes for CA final as well. Yes, understand the example. That will give you all the, yes, formulas. No need to buy heart at all. Yes, so I'm telling, okay, I call my employees, I call my team, I'm asking them, yes, how is it going to be? They're like, fine. Okay, what all materials I want? Yes, I want a pen drive. Yes, through which I'll be giving the classes. Fine. So I record my classes, all of that is fine. Now I'm telling, okay, yes, material. What is the material that I want? I want a pen drive. Okay, what is the relevant cost, students? Simply you understand what is the relevant cost. It is the cost which is incurred only if I take a decision. Otherwise, that cost is not incurred. Fine. Yes, case 1 I am telling, okay, I have to give CA final classes through pen drive. So what I'll have to do, students? Yes, I'm asking my employees, are you guys having pen drive already? They're telling, yes, it is not in stock. So what I'll have to do, students? So what I'll have to do for my pen drive? What I'll have to do? Yes, I'm not having pen drive in stock. What I'll have to do? I will have to purchase pen drive. Yes or no? Only if I purchase a pen drive, I will be in a position to, yes, give my classes. So I will tell purchase pen drive. I'm asking how much it is to purchase the pen drive. They are telling 800 rupees. That means what is my relevant cost, students? What is my relevant cost? Yes, my purchase price of 800 rupees in this particular case is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Should we continue? I'm telling my material, raw material, it is not in stock. If it is not in stock, I have to purchase. So my purchase price is going to be relevant. Is it clear, students? Okay. Let me continue the exam. Yes. So they are telling, okay, 500 rupees it is there. Okay. Second case. Yes. I'm calling my employee. I'm telling we want pen drive. Yes. I'm asking, is it there already in stock? Yes. He's telling, yes, it is already there in stock. Yes. I'm asking, are you using it? He's telling, yes, sir. Right now, yes, there is a need for CA Inter pen drive classes. For that, I have purchased and kept the pen drive. What he is telling? Yes, he is telling, yes, right now, yes, are you having pen drive in stock? Yes. Yes. Is there any use of this pen drive? He is telling, yes. What were you planning to use? Yes, there was existing CA Inter students requirement. For that, I was planning to use this pen drive. I'm telling, wait for a minute. Okay, I want this pen drive on a very urgent basis, so I will use this pen drive. So he's asking, sir, but what about CA Inter? For that, you go and you replace, you purchase a new pen drive again for your CA Inter students. So what am I doing, students? I am having my raw material in stock. Pen drive is there in stock, but it is regularly used. It is regularly used. If it is regularly used, what I will have to do, students? I will have to replace my raw material. I'll have to replace my raw material. If I use that raw material, I'll have to replace my raw material. So my replacement cost is going to be relevant. Is it clear? Yes. What is my replacement cost? It is nothing but my purchase cost. Right now, what is my purchase cost? Suppose 500 rupees. That itself is my replacement cost. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yes, my replacement cost is going to be relevant. So pay attention. I want my raw material. Yes, I'm telling. Yes, I want my raw material. Either raw material is not in stock or it is in stock. Raw material is not in stock. I will tell I'll have to purchase my raw material. So purchase price is relevant. Raw material is in stock. Raw material is already in stock. Yes, I'm asking, is it regularly used? If it is regularly used, what I'll have to do? I will have to replace my raw material. So my replacement cost is going to be relevant. I'm telling I have my raw material and raw material is not regularly used. Yes, replacement cost is relevant. Third case, I'm telling I'm having raw material. Yes, and it is not regularly used. I'm asking, yes, are you guys having pen drive? They're telling, yes, we are having. Yes, I'm asking, are you guys using it? They're telling, no use at all, sir. I purchased it for CA Inter, but CA Inter students don't want pen drive at all. All of them are buying Google Drive classes. So I'm asking, what were you planning to do? He was saying, I was planning to sell it off as scrap. Yes, sell it to a scrap dealer. He would give me 200 rupees. That means how much is relevant to students? How much is my relevant cost? Yes, the realizable value is going to be relevant. Now look at this, simple. Yes, look at this, students. If I take a decision, how much cost I'm incurring? Now look at this. If I am not starting CA final class, what I would have done with this pen drive? I would have sold this as scrap. I would have got 200 rupees. Now, because I am starting my CA final classes, yes, I cannot sell it as scrap. That means that 200 rupees I cannot get. I am sacrificing that 200 rupees. So that amount that I am sacrificing becomes my relevant cost. 200 rupees I am sacrificing. So that realizable value is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yes. Now look at this, students. Yes, in case of material, what is my relevant cost? Yes, if material is not in stock, I'm telling I'll have to purchase. So my purchase cost is relevant. Yes, if material is already in stock, I'm asking, is it regularly used or not regularly used? If it is regularly used, I will have to replace it. So my replacement cost will be relevant. If it is not regularly used, I will tell what was I planning to do? Yes, I was planning to sell it off as scrap. So it is my realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher. Now, what is this benefit from alternate use, whichever is high? Let's try to understand it, students. Yes, I've told you there is no point in by hearting. Let us understand everything logically. Yes, I'm telling I'm having pen drive which I've purchased for CA Inter, which was not regularly used. So I'm asking my employee, what were you planning to do? He's telling, sir, we had two options. What all options? He's telling either I can sell it as scrap. Okay, if you sell it as scrap, how much you can get? 200 rupees realizable value. Fine. Or else there is one alternate use also, he's telling. I'm asking, what is the alternate use? He is telling there is one person who is selling movies. Yes, he is loading movies in the pen drive. He is selling movies. So he had contacted me. He is telling that he will purchase our pen drive. He will take our pen drive. He will load movies in that. He will sell these movies for 700 rupees. Once he sells the movie for 700 rupees, yes, 50-50 sharing we are going to do. That means effectively, I will be getting 350 rupees. Yes, that is benefit from alternate use is going to be 350 rupees. Now, tell me, students, tell me, yes, as a rational person, what you would have done? Would you have sold this pen drive as a scrap and earned 200 rupees, or would you have given it to a movie seller? You would have got 350. What you would have done? What you would have done, students? Everyone tell me. Yes, we would have we would have sold it, we would have given it to that, pen drive seller. Yes or no? Yes. So that means if I had that pen drive, how much benefit I would have got? I would have got a benefit of 350 rupees. I would have given it to that movie seller. I would have got 350 rupees. That means if I use that pen drive now for CA final classes, how much amount I have sacrificed? How much amount I have sacrificed, students? I have sacrificed the 350 rupees. Yes or no? So this amount that I have sacrificed, this 350 rupees that I have sacrificed becomes relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So it is going to be my realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher. So now let's revise, students. Material, yes, material is not in stock. If it is not in stock, I'll have to purchase. So my purchase cost is relevant. Material is in stock and I'm telling it is regularly used. If it is regularly used, that means I will have to replace it. So see, it is regularly used for CA Inter. So if I now use it for CA final, for my CA Inter, I'll have to replace it. So my replacement cost is going to be relevant. Yes, ideally my replacement cost, purchase cost will be one and the same. Now I'm telling I am having material in stock. It is not a regularly use. So I'm telling it is my realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher is what is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, we have some additional points. Look at this, students. Firstly, I'm telling my purchase price as well as replacement cost will be one and the same. Okay. Book value of material. Book value. At what price I have purchased my material in the past? What is my original? Yes, at what price I have purchased in the past? Historic cost is a sunk cost. It will be irrelevant for decision. Fine. Yes, if I'm having non-moving raw material in stock, yes, if question is not giving me any data about alternate use, I will assume there is no alternate use. Okay. Yes. If this point is important, students. Suppose I'm telling there is a non-moving, yes, raw material in stock. Yes, and I have to incur cost to dispose that raw material. What is happening, students? Till now what was happening? Look at this. Till now I was telling, look at this. I'm the company. This is my scrap dealer. Yes, I'm having raw material which is of no use. So I gave it to my scrap dealer. He was giving me 400 rupees. So I am telling, yes, so if I use it here, I am sacrificing that 400 that I would have otherwise got. So that realizable value, 400 rupees is my relevant cost. Now, assume I am having some toxic chemicals with me. I give it to my scrap dealer. So I am asking how much you are giving. He is telling, I am not going to give you. You give me 300 rupees. I am like, what? You have to give me 300 rupees so that I can dispose of this toxic chemical. So that means if I was selling it as a scrap, I had to pay 300 rupees. I was not getting, I had to pay 300 rupees. If I use it here, what will happen, students? I can save. Yes, there is no need for me to pay that 300 rupees. So I will tell, I have saved paying 300 rupees. So that 300 rupees will be reduced while I am calculating my relevant cost. Yes or no? Very simple. See, first case, I was getting my money. So I have told, okay, 400 rupees is relevant. This particular case, I am paying my money. So I will tell negative amount is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Should we continue, students? Yes, still here, any doubts? Clear? Okay. Yes. Now let us continue further, students. Yes, now let us look at the labor cost. Yes, now same example, continuing the same example. Yes, I'm planning to start my CA final classes. Okay, for that, yes, I want few employees who can take care of the administration, yes, query handling, all of that. So I'm asking, okay, yes, I'm going to start CA final classes. I want to calculate my relevant cost. I'm asking whether existing employees can do the work. They're telling no. Yes, existing employees are fully occupied. Yes, full time they're having the work. They cannot do the work. So what I'm telling, Okay, that means I will have to hire new employees for that. Yes or no? So if I start CA final classes, I'll have to hire new employees for that. Yes. So what is going to be my relevant cost, students? My relevant cost will be the wages paid for my new employees. So I'm hiring new employees. I'll be paying them 10,000 per month. So I will tell my relevant cost is 10,000 rupees per month. Is it clear? In case of labor, yes, if I'm hiring new employees, if I take a decision, I'm hiring new employees, whatever amount I'll be paying for my new employees will be my relevant cost. Is it clear, everyone? Suppose I'm telling, no, my existing employees are there, right? My existing employees are there, they can only get the work done. I'm telling, okay, fine, good. Yes, I'm telling, what are they doing? Are they sitting free? Are they doing any work, or are they having some free time? Yes, they're telling they're having spare capacity, excess capacity, they're having free time. Say for example, I'm telling, yes, there is one employee for whom I'm paying 10,000 rupees per month. Okay, he will be in the office from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. But he is having work of only 5 hours. Afternoon, every day, 2 p.m. to 5 p.m., he will be always enjoying. He will always be wasting his time. So I told, anyways, you are wasting your time, right? Do this CA final work also. Yes, handle the queries of CA final also. Yes, now, what is going to be my relevant cost in this particular case, students? What is going to be the relevant cost in this particular case? Yes, my relevant cost is going to be nil. Yes or no, everyone? Now look at this. Previously also I had my employee. Previously also I was paying him 10,000 rupees. Now also I am paying him 10,000 rupees only. Yes. Am I incurring anything extra just because I am getting this employee? No, I am not incurring anything extra. So my relevant cost is going to be 0. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yes. So should we continue? Yes, once this concept is over, I'll give you time to solve your doubts, or else at the end of the session, we'll be taking all doubts together. Don't worry. Okay, now if I start taking doubts, yes, we will not be in a position to cover. Okay. Now, second case, yes, I'm getting the work done from my existing employee. I'm having an existing employee. Yes, however, yes, labor hours is in shortage. There is no spare capacity. Yes, what am I telling? Yes, he is already working full time, morning 9 o'clock to evening 5 o'clock. He is working full time for CA Inter. He is working full time for CA Inter. He is taking care of all the administration, all those things about CA Inter. I am telling, now do CA final also. He is telling, sir, it is not possible. I am telling, yes, for some time, sacrifice your CA Inter work, focus on CA final. So what I am telling, yes, previously full 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock completely he was doing on CA Inter. Now I am telling, for some time you do one thing, you sacrifice the CA Inter, you leave CA Inter, you keep it aside, focus on CA final. That means what is happening, students? What is happening? Yes, he is sacrificing. Otherwise, if he would have sacrificed, yes, if he would have focused on CA Inter, yes, we would have sold, yes, more units, we would have got that contribution that now we are not in a position to get. So that opportunity cost is going to be relevant. So what is my relevant cost, students? My wages. Yes, the wages that I'm going to pay, that is also relevant, plus my opportunity cost that I'm going to pay, that is also going to be. Is it clear, everyone? Now look at this. In case of labor, I'm telling, in case of labor, I'm getting new employees. If I'm getting new employees, whatever wages I'm going to pay to them is relevant. I'm getting the work done from my existing employees. Yes, there is a spare capacity. Already spare capacity is there. I'm not paying anything extra. I will tell relevant cost is 0. Yes, if labor hours is in shortage, I'm telling my relevant cost is going to be the wages plus my opportunity cost. Is it clear, students? Any doubts in this one? Should I continue? Okay, yes. Now, some students will be having one fundamental doubt. Yes, you'll be telling, okay, opportunity cost is fine. Okay, because I'm sacrificing old work, because I'm getting into new work, yes, I'm sacrificing. Opportunity cost is fine. Why is wages relevant here? Yes or no? Very fundamental doubt we'll be getting. Why is wages relevant here? Yes, so we'll explain about this point, students. Everyone pay attention. Yes, this is a revision. So ideally I cannot be spending more time on explaining one point, but still we'll try explaining it quickly. Yes, I want your attention. Now look at this, students. Suppose I'm telling I'm running a business. Right now I'm selling shirts. Yes, there is a proposal that I will start selling jeans. Is it clear? Yes, when I was selling shirt, how much contribution I used to make? I used to sell my shirt at 1,000 rupees. Yes, I was incurring my variable cost. What all variable cost I was incurring? Material 200 rupees, direct labor 300 rupees, variable overhead 250. I was getting a contribution of 250 rupees. Now look at this, what I am telling. Yes, I am getting selling price of 1000 rupees I am getting. Yes, what all I am paying? Material 200 I am paying, direct labor 300 I am paying, variable overhead 250 I am paying. That means net I am having 250. Fine. Now, when will I be paying my direct labor cost specifically? It is only if my labor is a casual or temporary employee. Suppose I am having permanent employee. Think of it, students. Yes, suppose I am having permanent employee. Now, for my employee, I have to pay 10,000 rupee per month. Whether he produces this product, he doesn't produce this product. Now, look at this. Yes, suppose I am telling I am getting the work done not from my temporary employee. I am getting the work done from my permanent employee. That means in the month, suppose I am having one employee, I have to pay him 10,000. Whether he does this work, he does other work, he doesn't do any work. Okay. Now specifically, if I decide, if I am telling that I am going to sell my shirt, ideally, how much cash am I getting, students? Now pay attention. Yes, when I sell my shirt, how much cash I am getting? 1000 rupees I am getting. Yes, in order to produce this shirt, what all cost I am incurring? Material cost I will be incurring. Material I'll have to purchase 250 rupees. Labor, should I incur specifically to sell this shirt? No. Labor otherwise also I am incurring. Yes or no? Labor 10,000. Anyways, he is my permanent employee. I am paying him. That means I will be incurring only my material cost of 250 as well as variable overhead of 200 rupees. That means the total cost I will be incurring, ideally, yes, the ideal cost that I will be incurring is only 450. Yes, so look at this, students. At the start of the month, I am telling, look at this. Yes. At the start of the month, I am paying my employee 10,000 rupees. 10,000 rupees I have paid my employee. Now, whether he works, he doesn't work, he produces a shirt, pant, he doesn't do any work, this amount is paid. Now, when I decide I'm going to manufacture shirt, by selling shirt, I've got 1000 rupees. Okay. Specifically for my shirt, I've paid material cost of 250. Labor cost already I've paid. I've not paid it specifically to manufacture shirt. Yes, I've incurred variable overhead, specifically 200 rupees. That means specifically how much I've paid, students. Specifically I've paid only 450 rupees. That means net how much cash is available with me. 1000 I've got, 450 I've paid. That means net 550 rupees is available with me. Yes or no? What is this 550? It is nothing but my wages plus my opportunity cost. Look at this. My wages of 300 plus my opportunity cost, that is my contribution of 250. This is what is the 550 rupees that will be available with me. Okay. Yes, I have tried explaining. Yes, in the little time possible. If you understood, it's fine. Otherwise, keep in mind this is a marathon. Okay. Now, for labor, keep in mind, students, if you are getting the work done from your new employees, it is the wages paid. From your existing employees, if there is a spare capacity, you're telling you're not incurring anything extra, so your relevant cost is nil. Yes, if labor hours is in shortage, you're telling the wages plus the opportunity cost is going to be relevant. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Now let's continue. Yes, I have my overheads as well. So in case of overheads, I'm having my variable overheads, I have my fixed overheads. Variable overheads, the term itself is telling variable cost, yes or no? Yes, I firstly told, yes, what all will be included, what all is going to be included in my marginal cost. Yes, my relevant cost, variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost, three things. Once you've known these three things, based on these three things only, all these material, labor, overheads, all of these we've developed. Variable overhead, I'm specifically incurring in order to take a decision. Suppose I'm telling I'm going to, yes, start manufacturing jeans. For that, my variable overhead, electricity I have to incur specifically. Variable overhead is always going to be relevant. But my fixed overhead or else my fixed cost, I'm asking what type of cost is it? Is it allocated overheads? Is it additional overheads? If it is allocated overheads, I'm just allocating my existing cost. I will tell it is irrelevant for decision making. If it is additional overheads, I'm incurring extra cost. Because I'm taking that decision, I will tell it is going to be relevant for decision making. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. Finally, I have my machine cost. In case of machine cost, yes, my relevant cost is the rent paid or net cost of purchase, whichever is lower. What is it, students? Now, look at this simple example. Yes, I have taken up a contract. Yes, in order to execute that contract, I want a machine. Yes, either I can purchase the machine at 50,000 or else I can get it on rent for 20,000. Okay. If I purchase at 50,000, at the end of the contract, I can sell my machine. If I sell my machine, I'll be getting 25,000. Now, let's see. Yes, what is the rental cost? I have two options. Either I can get it on rent, yes or no. If I'm getting it on rent, how much cost I'm paying, students? I'll be paying 20,000 rupees. Or else I can tell, okay, right now I will purchase. To purchase, how much I'm paying? 50,000. Yes, once my work is over, I will sell. Once I sell, how much will I be getting, students? 25,000. What is my net cost? How much net I will be incurring? Yes, I've paid 50, I've got back 25. That means my net cost is 25,000. Which option will you go for? Will you go for renting the machine? Will you go for purchasing the machine? If you are renting your machine, your cost is 20,000. If you are purchasing your machine, your net cost, yes, first you'll pay 50,000, you'll get back 25,000, your net cost is 25,000. Which option will you go for? Will you go for purchase of machine? Will you go for rental of machine? Which one will you go for, students? Everyone, your rental cost is 20,000 only. If you are going for rent, your net cost is 20,000 only. If you are buying, your net cost is 25,000. I will tell rental is cheaper, yes or no? So obviously a rational person will tell, yes, I will go for rental. That is my relevant cost, yes or no? So yes, what I am telling, it is my rental cost or net cost of purchasing, whichever is less. Rental cost was 20,000, his net cost of purchasing was 25,000. Obviously I would have gone for renting. So my relevant cost is 20,000 rupees. That means if I undertake that contract, yes, how much extra cost I will be incurring? 20,000 if I am going on rent. Is it clear, students? So my relevant cost of machine is the rent paid or net cost of purchase, whichever is less. Now with this, my concept 1 is over, students. Concept 1, firstly I have told the basics, then we have discussed the basic formulas, then we have discussed the relevant costing technique. Yes, quick revision of relevant costing technique. Relevant costing technique, yes, it is the cost which is relevant to take a decision. It is incurred only if I take a decision. Okay, yes, we have discussed few items. Historic cost, committed cost, sunk cost is irrelevant. Yes, then we have told, yes, fixed cost, if it is allocated, it is irrelevant. Additional is irrelevant. Opportunity cost is always relevant. Additional cost is always relevant. Now, relevant cost in the case of material, labor, overheads as well as machines. Yes, in case of material, I am telling material is not in stock. I will purchase, so my purchase cost is relevant. Material is in stock and it is regularly used. That means I have to replace, so my replacement cost is irrelevant. Okay, material is in stock, it is not regularly used. Yes, I would have sold it as a scrap, so my realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher, is going to be relevant. Additional point, generally my purchase cost as well as replacement cost will be one and the same. Again, next point is, if at all, yes, I am having non-moving raw material in stock. In order to sell, in order to dispose, I am incurring cost. I am not getting cost, I am incurring a cost of disposal. Cost of disposal will be reduced. Is it clear? Then we have discussed about labor. In case of labor, existing employees, new employees. Yes, new employees, wages paid is relevant. Existing employees, I am telling, yes, if there is a spare capacity, relevant cost is nil. If there is no spare capacity, the wages plus the opportunity cost is going to be relevant. In case of overheads, I have told we have variable overheads. Yes, we have fixed overheads. Variable overhead is always relevant. Fixed overhead, if it is existing, allocated, irrelevant. Additional means it is relevant. In case of machine, we have told, yes, it is the rent paid or net cost of purchase, whichever is lower. Yes, now one additional point, students. Yes, generally in the questions they will ask, okay, they will ask you to calculate relevant cost. Along with that, they will also tell, yes, tell us, highlight the issues which company can face when pricing is based on relevant cost. Two issues, students. Firstly, profit reporting. Second, pricing of future work. Now, what will happen? Yes, I have taken a decision based on relevant cost. Suppose my relevant cost, my marginal cost is 600. My total cost is 1000. So based on, yes, I got an offer from customer for 800 rupees. So I have accepted. Yes or no? Ideally it is correct. Relevant cost is 600. I am getting 800. I should be ideally accepting. I have accepted. However, in my books of accounts, it is showing loss. Yes or no? Because my books is not maintained based on relevant cost. It is maintained based on total cost. Yes, it is maintained based on the, yes, financial accounts which is maintained. There the cost is showing as 800. So what is happening? Yes, decision making will happen based on relevant cost. However, normal accounting will be based on your total cost. So the profit shown may be less sometimes, or there may be losses even though a proposal is feasible. This proposal is feasible for me. Still in my books of accounts, it may be showing me losses. So manager might need to explain the scenario and the action taken. He should explain, telling why this action was in the best interest of the organization. Is it clear? Next is my pricing of future work. Yes. See, right now I have taken a decision which is based on the relevant cost right now. In future it may change. Say for example, right now, yes, we got a contract. My employees were sitting idle. They had no other work. So I thought, okay, anyways, my permanent employees are sitting idle. Yes, the relevant cost of employees is nil. So I gave the work at a very small price. So what is my customer expecting? Even in future, he will be expecting, yes, us to do the work at a very small price, but in future all my employees are busy, they are engaged. Relevant cost is not zero. Relevant cost is going to be the wages plus the opportunity cost. But customer is not willing to pay, yes or no? So if I am setting my price based on relevant cost, right now it is fine, but in future my customer expects a lower price only. So it is going to be difficult to increase my price in the future. Is it clear, students? So two issues we are going to face if we are setting price based on relevant cost. Firstly, profit reporting. Yes, profit reporting. Yes, in my books of accounts, profit is going to be less or negative. So manager will have to explain why the decision was in the best interest of organization. Second, pricing of future work is going to be difficult because my customer will expect me to get the work done at the very same small price. Is it clear, students? Yes. So should we do one thing? Should we take a small break right now, everyone? We'll take a small break of 10 minutes. We'll come back. We'll continue the chapter. Is it fine, everyone? So it is 6:40 now. 6:50 sharp. We will continue the session, students. Do not go anywhere. 6:50 we'll come back. We have short-term decisions as well as miscellaneous areas. Yes, we will do that. Just a small 10-minute break we'll take. We'll be back in 10 minutes. Finish off the chapter. Okay, everyone? Should we continue after the break, students? Everyone? Yes, everybody's had your 10-minute break. Everyone is energized. Yes, everyone, drop a yes in the comment. Let's see how many of you guys are still there. Okay. Yes. Okay, we have students for waiting. So should we start the session, everyone, after the break? Yes, we're having 300 plus students. Okay, that's a good number. Okay, everybody is there live. Saurabh Khoth. Okay. So we'll do one thing. Let us continue, students. So decision making as a chapter, we have bifurcated into three main headings. First is concept 1, that is the basics. Concept 2 is various short-term decisions. Concept 3 is miscellaneous areas. Concept 1, in that the first one is the basics of decision making. We are comparing marginal revenue, marginal cost. We are going to take a decision. Marginal cost includes three things: variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Okay, then we have discussed the basic formulas. What is contribution, variable cost ratio, PV ratio, break-even point, margin of safety, all of that we have discussed. Then relevant cost as a technique we have discussed. Okay, it is the cost relevant to take any decision. So we have told, yes, in case of material, what is my relevant cost? In case of labor, what is my relevant cost? In case of overheads, what is my relevant cost? In case of machine, what is my relevant cost? Then we have told two issues that we can face because we are taking decision based on the relevant costing. One is profit reporting could be an issue. Next, pricing of future work could be a challenge. Is it clear? Yes. Now let's move to the next concept, everyone. Let's go to the second concept, which is various short-term decisions. So let's take various short-term decisions based on the concept of marginal costing or relevant costing. Yes, so how do we take short-term decisions based on the concept of marginal costing? Very simple, students. From here onwards, there is nothing more for us to understand. Already whatever we had to understand, we've understood. Here it is just an application. So look at this. Golden rules. How do we take a decision? Compare your marginal revenue with marginal cost. Accordingly take a decision. Okay, fine. If you are having more than one alternative, select the alternative which is going to give us the maximum contribution on total basis. Now look at this. I am having two different business. Either I can start manufacturing shirts or pants. Yes, the total contribution, if I manufacture shirt is 60,000. If I manufacture pant is 50,000. I have to select only one out of the two. Which one will I select? Will I go for manufacturing shirt? Will I go for manufacturing pant? Which is giving me a higher contribution on totality basis, students. So which one should I go for? Yes, shirt is giving me a higher contribution. Yes or no? So obviously I will tell I will go for manufacturing of shirt. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So that's the second rule. Again, we are telling every time you're taking a decision, it is not just a decision based on financial factors. You should be considering non-financial factors as well while you're taking a decision. Say for example, just a very simple example I'm telling. Suppose I'm going to start a business of dealing in drugs. From financial perspective, too much profit. Marginal revenue is very high compared to marginal cost. But still, every decision should be taken not just based on financial factors. You should keep in mind non-financial factors as well. Is it clear? Yes. So based on that, we are having 5 different decisions. So let us understand every decision one by one. First decision is my sell or further process decision. So let's try to understand this one, students. Now, so should we sell it as it is or should we further process and sell it? Now you will only give me the answer. I'm just going to give you the correct example. That's all. Now assume we are Raymonds. Okay, initially we were selling fabrics only. Now I'm thinking, should I sell the fabric as it is or should I manufacture it as a shirt and sell it as a shirt? So I'll give you the data, students. I was selling fabrics I was selling at 1,000 rupees. Fine. Now if I further process it as a shirt, okay, yes, I will be selling it at 2,000 rupees. Okay, if I as fabric I am selling at 1,000, if I further process and I am selling it as shirt, I will be getting 2,000 rupees. That means extra revenue, marginal revenue. How much I will be getting, students? I will be getting an extra revenue, marginal revenue of 1,000 rupees. Fine. Now I have to further process the goods, right? So I have to incur my further processing cost, the stitching cost. So I'm asking, yes, what is the further processing cost? Yes, the further processing cost, I have to incur additional material of 100. labor of 300, machine cost of 200. That means I have to incur an additional cost of 600 rupees. My marginal cost, the extra cost I'll have to incur is 600 rupees. Now, tell me the decision, students. Should I further process and sell it as a shirt, or should I sell it as it is, as a fabric? Yes, I am Raymond's. Should I further process and sell it as a shirt, or should I sell it as it is? Everyone? Yes, I should further process and sell it as shirt. Yes or no? Because I further process, I'm getting 1000 rupee extra. But in order to further process, I'm incurring extra cost of 600 only. That means I'm having, yes, 400 rupees extra profit. Yes or no? That is my decision. As simple as that. Now look at this, students. Sell or further process decision. How do we take a decision? What is the incremental revenue from further processing? From further processing, how much extra revenue I've got? As against that, what is the incremental cost of further processing? In order to further process, how much extra cost I have to incur? What is the incremental revenue from further processing, students? It is my revenue after further processing minus revenue before further processing. Yes or no? Yes, ultimately I have sold it as a shirt. Look at this. Before further processing, I was getting 1000 only. After further processing, I am getting 2000. That means what is the incremental extra revenue by further processing? 1000 rupees extra I am getting because I am further processing. It is the extra 1000 rupees because of further processing. Fine. What is the incremental cost? Yes, what is the incremental cost, relevant cost, marginal cost to further process? Yes, my marginal cost, I've already told upfront basics. Marginal cost means three things: incremental cost, relevant cost, my variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. So in order to, yes, further process, in order to manufacture as shirt, yes, whatever variable cost you're incurring, that will be included. Additional fixed cost, if at all you're including, that will be included. If you're sacrificing anything else, so if you're having any opportunity cost, that will also be included. Is it clear? Your joint cost or cost up to split off are your sunk cost. Hence, it is going to be irrelevant for your decision making. Now, look at this, students. My joint cost. Now, I'm telling I am Raymond's. I'm selling it as fabric. Yes, I can sell it as fabric for 1000 rupees. I'm incurring my joint cost of 700 rupees. In order to make it as fabric, in order to manufacture it as fabric, I'm incurring a cost of 700 rupees. Now, if I further process, in order to further process, I should be incurring 800. If I'm selling it as shirt, yes, I'll be selling it at 2000 rupees. Whether this 700 rupees cost is relevant or is it irrelevant, students? Whether this 700 rupees is relevant, is it irrelevant? What is the decision that I am taking? What is the decision that I am taking? I am taking a decision. Should I sell it as a fabric or should I further process and sell it as a shirt? Yes or no? So I am standing here. Fabric is already ready. Fabric is already ready. I have already incurred this 700 rupees cost. Fabric is already ready. I am only thinking, should I sell as fabric only or should I further process and sell it as a shirt? So whatever cost I have incurred already in my past, it is irrelevant. It is my sunk cost. Yes, so it is irrelevant for my decision making. Is it clear, everyone? So first decision is over. That is my sell or further process decision. Yes, you guys have liked the PPT. Don't worry, more such PPTs will be there for you guys. Okay, so how do I take a decision, students? Sell or further process? I will see how much extra revenue I will get by further processing, incremental revenue from further processing, as against that, what is the incremental cost of further processing? Incremental revenue, it is my revenue after further processing minus my revenue before further processing. Incremental cost, obviously, it is my variable cost, specific fixed cost, as well as opportunity cost. Is it clear, everyone? Okay. Yes, we have one example. You guys can look at it by yourselves. Okay, very simple. Same thing only. Whatever we have told, same thing is only repeated here. Now, the next decision we are going to take is a special price order decision. Now, let us try to understand our special price order decision, students. Now, look at this. Assume, yes, we are an auditorium. Okay, yes, we are an auditorium. Yes, our business is, we are giving our auditorium on a rent for weddings. For all the weddings, we are giving our auditorium on rent. Generally, the amount we are going to charge from every party for wedding, rental of auditorium is 50,000 rupee per day. Fine, this is my general business, but I have got a one-time special price order, a special order, a one-time order. From whom I have got an order? Yes, there were some nearby government school. There was a nearby government school. There they had some students. So they wanted to do an annual day. So they are asking, sir, please, we are having one annual day. We want to do it in your auditorium. Kindly permit us. Yes, The function was on Tuesday. On Tuesday, there was no other functions. Okay, on Tuesday, there were no other weddings which was scheduled. So anyways, the hall was free. So I'm asking them how much you're willing to pay. Yes, they're telling, okay, maximum. Yes, they're telling we are charging 50,000 from public. They're telling, sir, we are government school. Maximum we can give 20,000. Now I'm telling, okay, if I take a decision from them, it's very simple, students. If I take a decision, if I accept the decision, how much revenue I'm getting? 20,000. Okay, now in order to give, yes, in order to give that place on rent for them, what all cost I have to be incurring? I make a list. Yes, material, nothing is needed. Yes, I want one security guard and one person for cleaning. For that, I have to pay 1,000 rupees. Yes, electricity for that particular day, suppose I have to incur 4,000 rupees. That means for that particular day, the relevant cost that I'll be incurring is 5,000 rupees. As against that, the revenue that I'm going to get is 20,000 rupees. Should I accept this special price order? Should I not accept this special price order? Should I accept this special price order? Should I not accept this special price order? Everyone, if I accept, I am getting a revenue of 20,000. In order to fulfill that, I have to incur a specific cost of 5,000. So should I accept this special price order? Should I not accept this special price order? Everyone, tell me the answer, students. Yes, I will accept this special price order. Yes or no? Yes, there is no opportunity cost. It was on Tuesday. There were no other weddings. So opportunity cost is 0. Yes, I'll be getting a net benefit. If I accept 20,000 revenue, I'll be getting 5,000 specific cost. I'll be incurring 15,000 net cash I'll be having. So I will be accepting the special price order. Is it clear, everyone? So let's look at this. Second decision is also over. Special price order decision. How do I take? It is my revenue from special price order. How much revenue I've got? 20,000. As against that, my relevant cost of accepting my special price order. Yes, if revenue is more, accept. If revenue is less, cost is more, reject. Now, what all will be included in my relevant cost of special price order? I will be having my variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. 3 things. Wherever I am telling my cost, 3 things. Relevant cost, variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. For that hall, is there any variable cost? Are you incurring any specific extra fixed cost? Is there any opportunity cost? All 3 are going to be relevant. Now, other point is there, students. Now, firstly, cases where your special price order can be quoted. You cannot be quoting your special price order everywhere. You cannot be quoting a special price everywhere. Suppose I am telling, see, this is one party, he has come for wedding, for him you are telling 50,000. One more person has come for wedding, for him you are telling 20,000. Is it going to be fair, students? Is it going to be fair? Yes, this party will tell, yes, why should I pay 50,000? Yes, just because I am not telling anything, you are charging more from me. You are trying to loot me. Yes or no? Yes, I cannot be charging special price order in all the scenarios. Only in 2 scenarios I can be charging. Yes, either I am getting my work from a non-competing customer in the same market. Yes, special price order can be quoted in only 2 cases. Either it is a non-competing customer in same market. Same market is same, locality is same. However, I am giving it on rent for weddings. This is a government school. It is a non-competing customer. I can quote a special price order. Or I am giving it for a potential customer in a new market. Suppose I am telling I am selling my pen at 20 rupees. Everywhere I am selling it at 20 rupees. But I have got a new order in North India. Till now in North India I am not selling at all. I want to slowly enter into North India. So I will tell, okay, in North India I will sell it 15 rupees. Because if people love my pen, yes, they'll start buying more. I'll be getting more business. Is it clear? Only in 2 cases I can be quoting my special price. Now, special price generally businesses will be quoting when they are exporting for the first time, or when they are trying to capture a new market. They are planning to export. So some other factors will also have to be considered while we are accepting a special price order. Now look at this, students. Our practical calculation perspective, all of us know. Yes, all of us will know. All of us will do the calculation. But SCMP is not just a calculation. It is much beyond your calculation. So whatever things are there, these additional points, whatever I am telling, yes, these are very important from an examination perspective, because question is not just asking you to calculate. Question will tell you, analyze the special price order decision. So mere your calculation is not sufficient. You have to give an analysis telling, okay, it is from a financial perspective, this is fine. From a non-financial perspective, what all points will have to be kept in mind? Okay, yes, so from a non-financial perspective, what all point will have to be kept in mind? Yes, I'm telling, look at the students, everyone. 4 points will have to be kept in mind. What all are the 4 points? First, we'll understand the points, then we'll give you a mnemonic to remember. Firstly, buyer creditworthiness. Suppose I'm giving you a very simple example. Yes, I'm exporting my goods to USA. So because I'm exporting to USA, I thought it is a first time order. I'm quoting a very small price. Yes, I'm quoting it slightly higher than my marginal cost only. I'm telling much profit I don't want. If he likes, he will order more. He will tell more people. Now what is happening? Yes, I've incurred my marginal cost. Yes, I've charged only a small profit. Yes, buyer is not credit worthy. Buyer is not making me payment at all. What will happen, students? What will happen? My complete amount, whatever I've incurred a marginal cost of, say for example, 30,000. Yes, the selling price that I've set is 32,000. Forget 2,000 rupees profit. Whatever marginal cost that I've incurred, that is also gone. Yes or no? So before you are accepting a special price order decision, see whether your buyer is credit worthy or not. So you should carry out a credit check of your buyer to assess whether he is credit worthy or not. Whatever amount you've incurred, you should recover that. Yes, how can we try to reduce that risk, students? Three different options are there. Either you can tell, go for 100% advance payment. 100% whatever you give me the payment, only then I'll give you the goods or service. Option number one. Or else you can go for letter of credit. Okay. Yes. Or else you can go for post shipment insurance. Post, after once we have shipped the goods, you can go for insurance from a separate insurance company. They'll give you an insurance. Even if that buyer did not pay you, insurance company will reimburse you that. Is it clear? So firstly, we should carry out the buyer's credit worthiness check. Yes, buyer should be credit worthy. Okay. Next, industry analysis. Now, what am I planning to do, students? Yes, I'm planning to slowly get into the US market. I'm selling pens. I'm planning to slowly get into my US market. So before I'm planning to get in there, I should carry out an industry analysis, selling how is my industry? Is my industry attractive or not? What if there are already too many competitors? There is no point of entering that market. Suppose, yes, one US company wants to enter into India and start a telecom business. Is this market attractive? Whether Indian market is attractive for telecom? No, it is not attractive. Yes or no? Yes, even if he tries giving low price initially, no one will be attracted because competition is huge here. Yes or no? Big competitors are there. So before I give a special price, before I try to enter another market, carry out an industry analysis. Yes, assess the competition, how the competition is going to be there. Assess the present and future demand, how the demand of the goods is going to be there in the present as well as in the future. What all tools we can use to make our industry analysis? We can use Porter's 5 forces, we can use our pestle analysis, we can use our SWOT analysis. Okay, you revise it one time, you will be remembering it. Okay, again, additional terms. You're exporting the goods, you should see, yes, whatever terms you guys are entering into, is it fair, is it correct, is it suiting the business requirements? All those you should be seeing. Yes, the terms which is mentioned in the contract should be clear and it should be suiting my business requirement. I should be checking if there is any late delivery penalty. Yes or no? In the terms, I should be seeing whether any late delivery penalty is there. I have accepted a special price order. Yes, 30,000 is my marginal cost. Yes, 32,000 I am charging. Yes, there it is mentioned that if you are delivering it late, 5,000 penalty is there. Yes, I thought, okay, even if I give it late, I'll be getting my money. Yes, that decision becomes non-feasible right now. So I should be checking if there is any late delivery penalty, any foreign bank charges, any of those things. Is it there? That also I should be seeing. Again, final point is statutory compliances. Statutory compliances. I'm selling goods to another country. So what all compliances is there in that country, that also I should be taking care of. Whether any taxes will have to be paid, whether I have to be taking any registration there, all of that I'll have to see. I should ensure compliance with my foreign laws. I should see if my export documentation is properly maintained. Yes, I should also see if there is any non-compliance, what is the penalty for such non-compliance. Is it clear, everyone? So altogether 4 points are there, 4 non-financial points are there that I'll have to consider. Yes, we have a small mnemonic for this one, students. Yes, it is I love abs. I love abs. I stands for industry analysis. A stands for your additional terms. B stands for your buyer credit worthiness. S stands for your statutory compliances. Is it clear, everyone? We have discussed 2 short-term decisions. Firstly, we have discussed sell or further process. Secondly, we have also discussed our special price order decision. Yes, what is a non-financial consideration for your special price order decision, students? It is I love abs. I stands for industry analysis. A stands for additional terms. B for your buyer credit worthiness. S for your statutory compliances. Should we continue to the next short-term decision? Everyone. Okay. Yes. The third decision that we are going to take is product mix decision, students. Yes, that is how do we take a decision when we are having limiting factor or key factor. Again, this is very important, students. Yes, this itself involves 3 to 4 more points. We've created a short summary, but we'll come to it later at the very end. Now look at this, what I'm telling, yes, I'm having a limiting factor. What is a limiting factor, students? A limiting factor is any factor whose availability is less than the requirement. Suppose I'm telling, yes, for you guys to study for your examination, requirement is if you have 2000 hours, you can study properly. But availability is only 1000 hours. That means, yes, hours is a limiting factor for you guys. Yes or no? Yes, I want to produce my goods. Yes, in order to produce all my goods that I want 2000 kg raw material, but I'm having only 1000 kg raw material. That means my raw material is limiting factor. I want 2000 labor hours. I'm having 3000 labor hours. Whether labor is limiting factor, students? I'm having more than what is needed. It is not my limiting factor. Is it clear? So how do I take a decision when I'm having limiting factor? Yes, I can be telling one of the two things. I'll be telling, see, I'm having limiting factor, right? Let me do one thing. Let me produce only one product. Okay. Or else I'm telling, no, I want to produce more than one product. So in both the case, what we'll have to do? Now look at this, students, very simple. If a company decides to produce only one product, which product will we select, students? We are having two or more than two products. Which product we will select? We will select that product whose total contribution is maximum. Yes or no? We have seen that already in the basics, golden rules. Select that product whose total contribution is maximum. Now look at this, students. Suppose I can sell shirt also, jeans also. Selling price of shirt is 1000 rupees, variable cost is 600, contribution is 400. Yes, number of units. Yes, I will tell one thing, students. Look at this for shirt. Yes, for shirt, my production capacity is 2000. I can produce 2000 shirt. However, customer's demand is only 1500. Yes, I can produce 2000 shirt, but my customer's demand is 1500 only. That means ultimately, how many shirts can I sell? How many shirts can I sell? My capacity is 2000, but customer is only asking me for 1500. Ultimately, how many shirts can I sell? Ultimately, from how many shirts contribution I'll be getting? I'll be getting contribution only from 1500 shirts. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? Yes. Second case I'm telling, in case of jeans, look at this, students. Demand is 1400. Demand is 1400. My customers are telling, yes, we want 1400 jeans. But my production capacity is only 1000. My production capacity is only 1000. That means ultimately how many units can I produce and sell? How many units can I produce and sell, students? Yes, my demand is 1400. However, my production capacity is only 1000. I'm telling customers are asking for 1400, but what to do? I can produce only 1000. If I can produce only 1000, I can sell only 1000. That means the number of units produced and sold in this particular case is going to be 1000. Is it clear, everyone? So number of units produced and sold is going to be lower of my production capacity or demand. Is it clear? How much demand is there? How much capacity is there? Lower of that only I'll be in a position to produce and sell. Now in case of shirt, for every shirt I'll be getting a contribution of 400. I can sell 1500 shirts. That means I'll be getting a contribution of 6 lakh. In case of jeans, every jeans I'll be getting a contribution of 1000 rupees. Yes, my production capacity is 1000 only, so I'll be in a position to sell 1000 jeans only. My contribution is 10 lakh. Suppose I'm telling I am going to sell only one product. Either I will sell shirt or I will sell jeans. Which product should I sell? Should I sell shirt? Should I sell jeans? Which one should I sell, students? Everyone. Which one should I sell? Should I sell shirt? Should I sell jeans? I should be selling jeans. Yes or no, everyone? Why I should be selling jeans? Because ultimately the total contribution is maximum in case of jeans. So why will I be selling shirt? Yes or no? So now look at how we are going to take a decision. Yes. If company decides to produce only one product, which product should we select? Select that product where the total contribution is maximum. Okay. Now, how do we get total contribution, students? Total contribution is nothing but contribution per unit into number of units. Now, two things I want: contribution per unit, number of units. What is contribution per unit? It is selling price minus variable cost per unit. How do I get number of units, students? How do I get number of units? I've already told, it is my production capacity or demand, whichever is lower. Suppose my production capacity is 2000, demand is 1500 only. I can ultimately produce and sell 1500 only. Yes, my demand is 1400, capacity is only 1000. I can produce only 1000 and sell. Is it clear, everyone? So what all are the steps? First, I'll be calculating number of units which I can produce and sell. Based on that, I will calculate my total contribution. I will select that product where my total contribution is maximum. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, one example is there. If needed, you guys can solve it by yourselves. Yes. Next, I am telling, I don't want to produce one product. I want to produce multiple products. All I want is give me the priority. Give me the priority. In which order should I produce? Yes, I want my product mix. That is, company is manufacturing more than one product. Okay. Yes, in this case, again, I'm going to tell, look at this. Yes, bifurcations are going to be there. Yes, company is producing more than one product. I'm telling, yes, I'm having limiting factor. Either I'm having single limiting factor or I'm having multiple limiting factor. Either single limiting factor, I'm telling only material is my limiting factor. Everything else I'm having. Or else I'm telling, yes, material is also limiting factor, labor is also limiting factor, machine hours is also limiting factor. Multiple limiting factor. Again, in case of multiple limiting factor, yes, either rank as per all the limiting factor is same or rank as per all your limiting factor is going to be different. Now, once we'll discuss, we'll come back to the summary. It is going to be fine. Yes, just pay attention, everyone. Yes, for the next 10-15 minutes, yes, I want all your attention. Now, look at this, students. Yes, if there is only one limiting factor or rank as per all your limiting factor is same. Now, first, what should we do? We should check if the resource is a limiting factor or not. Now, I'll give you an example. Yes, let's quickly do that example. Now, suppose I'm telling, look at this product mix decisions. Yes, this is me. This is my friend boss. Yes, boss always had a plan. He wanted to start his own beer manufacturing company once he becomes a CA. Okay. Yes. So what he did, he started his own beer manufacturing company, wine manufacturing company. Yes. Now he is thinking, should I manufacture wine? Should I manufacture vodka? Yes. If he is manufacturing wine, he can sell it at 200 rupees. Variable cost is 80. That means contribution per unit is 120. Fine. If he is selling vodka, selling price is 300. Variable cost is 150. That means contribution is 150. Now, based on this, yes, which one will he give priority, students? He'll be giving more priority to vodka. Yes or no? But wait. Yes, he is telling, because of COVID, I'm not having employees at all. Yes. So, in order to manufacture wine, yes, I'm taking 1 hour. In order to manufacture vodka, I'm taking 2 hours. That means, look at this, students, look at this. Okay, wine, in order to manufacture wine, I'm taking 1 hour. I'm getting 120. If I sell one wine, in order to manufacture that, I'm incurring 1 hour. That means I'm effectively earning 120 rupees per hour. Yes or no? Contribution per labor hour. My labor hour is a limiting factor. I will tell it is nothing but my contribution per unit divided by my limiting factor. In case of vodka, I'm telling, yes, if I sell one vodka, I will get 150 rupees, no doubt. But to get that 150 rupees, I have to work for 2 hours. That means effectively per hour, how much am I getting, students? 150 I'll be getting in 2 hours. That means for 1 hour, how much am I getting, students? 75 per hour. Yes or no? So, which one will I be giving first priority? Yes, if I have to decide, first priority, either will I be giving first priority to wine or will I be giving first priority to vodka? Which one will I be giving first priority, students? Everyone. Tell me the answer. Yes, if I have to manufacture one product, which one will I be producing? Yes, wine or vodka? Which one will I be giving my first priority? Which one is giving me higher contribution per labor hour? Labor hour is a limiting factor here. Everyone, should I repeat my example? Is it clear or you want me to repeat my example? You want me to repeat my example, students? Yes, can you hear my voice? Is there any break in the voice? Tell me something in the chat section, students. Yes, okay. Students have given me answer. Okay, fine. Sorry, it was not visible here. Okay, fine. Everybody is given me the answer. Okay, so everybody is telling, yes, I should go for wine, yes or no? See, ultimately, my labor, yes, labor is my limiting factor. In one day, I'm only having one employee, he can work only for 10 hours. So if I work for 10 hours, yes, assume I'm working for 10 hours. How many wines can I produce? For one wine, 1 hour is needed. That means in 10 hours, I can produce 10 wines. Yes or no? 10 wine I can produce. From every wine, how much contribution I'll be getting? 120. That means altogether, how much I'll be getting? 1200. Yes. For one vodka, I want 2 hours. That means if I'm having 10 hours, one employee is working for 10 hours, how much vodka he can produce? Only 5 vodka he can produce. Yes or no? From one vodka, how much contribution I'm getting? 150. So 150 into 5, 750, which is giving me a higher contribution, students. Why? So what I'm telling, every time I am having a limiting factor, do not take a decision based on contribution per unit. Take your decision based on contribution per limiting factor. What is my contribution per limiting factor? It is my contribution per unit divided by limiting factor per unit. Yes, by selling vodka, I've got 150 per unit. But to get that 150, I have to work for 2 hours. That means per hour, effectively, I've got 75. Is it clear, everyone? So now look at this. How do we take decision? Yes, first check if your resource is a limiting factor or not. How do I check? Yes, any resource is going to be my limiting factor if its availability is less than requirement. Suppose labor hours, yes, the availability is 10 hours, requirement is 50 hours. That means I'll tell, yes, labor hours is my limiting factor. Then what I'll have to do? I will calculate my contribution per unit. Yes, selling price minus variable cost, I will calculate for both the products, I will calculate my contribution per unit. Yes or no? But I will not take a decision based on that. I will calculate my contribution per limiting factor. Yes, what is my contribution per limiting factor, students? It is contribution per unit divided by limiting factor per unit. Yes, I have calculated contribution per limiting factor here. Yes, for wine I got it as 120, for vodka I got it as 75. Based on this, I will be giving my ranking. So which one should I produce first, students? Which one should I produce first? Wine I will produce first. Next I will be producing vodka. Yes or no? So rank your products based on contribution per limiting factor. Based on that, allocate the resources. So whatever hours you are having, first try to produce maximum wine. Maximum how much demand of wine is there? Maximum try to finish that. Even after that, if you are having some time, yes, try to manufacture vodka. Is it clear? Allocate the resources based on the ranking so made. Is it clear, everyone? Now, one additional note, students. If a minimum demand has to be fulfilled for any product, yes, then first fulfill your minimum demand. The balance allocate as per the ranking. Suppose, yes, my first priority is wine only, but I have already taken an order for, say, for example, 10 bottle vodka. Okay, now this I cannot ignore. Yes or no? So suppose altogether in a month I am having 300 hours. So I was thinking, what should I do? I've already taken, yes, order for 10 bottle of vodka. This I will have to, yes, fulfill. So to fulfill this, how much hours is needed? For every bottle of vodka, 2 hours. That means for 10 bottle, 20 hours is needed. That means I'm not having 300 hours. Effectively, I'm having only 280 hours. In this 280 hours, I will tell, okay, first I will give for wine. Yes, balance, if any, I will give for vodka. Is it clear? So what I am telling, if at all I have accepted any order, if at all there is any minimum demand that has to be accepted, what I will do, from my total requirement, I will reduce that. From my total availability, I will reduce that minimum demand. My balance resource, I will be allocating as per the ranking so made. Is it clear, everyone? Yes. So this is what we are going to do. Either if I am having single limiting factor, or if ranking as per my multiple limiting factor is same. Say for example, I am telling, my material is also limiting factor. So I have calculated contribution per kg of material. Here also I got rank. Say for example, I am producing product X and Y. Here also my rank is 1 and 2. Yes, my labor is also a limiting factor. So I have calculated contribution per labor hour. Here also I got my rank as 1 and 2. Again, my machine hour is also limiting factor. Again, I have calculated. Again, I have got my rank 1 and 2. That means what is going to be my priority, students? What is going to be my priority? My priority is very simple. I will tell first I will produce maximum X. After that, if at all I am having any time, I will produce Y. Yes or no? So either you are having single limiting factor. If you are having single limiting factor, no tension. Or you are having multiple limiting factor, but Ranking as per all the limiting factor is same. What you will do? Yes, you will be taking your decision based on contribution per limiting factor. Is it clear? In this priority only, first you will allocate maximum to X, then you will allocate to Y. However, if yes, you are having multiple limiting factor and the ranking is different. Suppose your ranking comes as 2 and 1. Yes, as per labor hour, yes, Y should be produced first. As per material, X should be produced first. As per machine hour, X should be produced first. Now what do we do? What do we do, students? Yes, in this particular case, in order to get our solution, we will have to resort to LPP. Yes, linear programming problem. Have you heard LPP, students? Yes, we have one particular question from LPP. Yes, very beautiful question, students. If at all that question comes in the examination, yes, that is going to be a question for 20 marks. So, yes, next 5 to 10 minutes we will spend. Now, what we have discussed, pay attention, limiting factor decision. Yes, I am telling I am having limiting factor. That is my, yes, availability is less than my requirement. So, what am I telling? Either I am telling, yes, because I am having limiting factor, I am producing only one product. Which product should I produce? Produce the product whose total contribution is maximum. It is contribution per unit into number of units. Number of units is your demand or your demand or your production capacity, whichever is lower. Or else I am telling, no, I want to produce more than one product. Tell me the priority. So I will tell either I am having single limiting factor or I am having multiple limiting factor. Okay, multiple limiting factor, again I am telling, yes, rank as per all my limiting factor is same, rank as per all my limiting factor is different. Yes, either if I am having single limiting factor or multiple limiting factor but rank is same, I will take a decision based on contribution per limiting factor. Fine, based on that you allocate. Whatever ranking you got, on that ranking you allocate your resource. However, if rank as per all your limiting factor is different, yes or no, I have told here, look at this. As per material it is 1 and 2, as per labor it is 2 and 1, as per machine hour it is 1 and 2. Yes, suppose you are having 3 products, again your ranking could keep varying. Now in this particular case, what we have to do? Pay attention, students. Yes, the very simple example, yes, I will try to explain it to you. Yes, the question that you guys are having is illustration number 9, page 5.28. Okay, so kindly have a look at that question. But before that, yes, I've just extracted a part from this question just to explain you guys. Now, assume I'm selling two products, product A, product B. Product A is giving me a contribution of 36 per unit. I'm selling 1 unit of A, I'm getting 36. I'm selling 1 unit of B, I'm getting 31. Fine. Maximum demand of A is 8,000. Maximum I can sell 8,000 units of A. Maximum I can sell 10,000 units of B. Fine. Yes. For the time being, I'm telling that there are two different constraints. One is raw material is a constraint. One is a department A. Yes, my machine hours in department A is a constraint. Yes, maximum raw material that I'm having is 17,000 kg. Yes, to produce A, I want 2 kg. To produce B, I want also 2 kg. Yes, maximum hours I'm having in department A is 3,400. To produce A, I want 0.5 hours. To produce B, I want 0.3 hours. This is given. Now, what is the steps that I'm going to follow? Pay attention, students. Yes, firstly, I will see, yes, what all are my limiting factors. Yes, I have seen whether raw material is my limiting factor. Yes, raw material was my limiting factor. Look at this. To produce 8,000 units of A, I want 8,000 into 2, 16,000. To produce 10,000 units of B, I want 10,000 into 2, 20,000. That means I want altogether 36,000 kg of A. How much I am having? I am having only 17,000. So it is a limiting factor. Again, yes, to produce 8,000 into 0.5, I want 4,000 hours. To produce 10,000 into 0.3, I want 3,000 hours. Altogether, I want 7,000 hours. In department A, I am having only 3,400 hours. So both of these are my limiting factor. Okay, that is done. Then I will calculate my contribution per limiting factor. Okay, you calculate your contribution per unit divided by your limiting factor per unit. That calculation I am not doing here. Assume when you are doing that calculation, suppose contribution per kg of material, you are getting it as 36 divided, yes, by selling A you are getting 36. To sell A you want 2 kg raw material. That means 18 per kg. Here 31 divided by 2, you will be getting, say for example, 15.5 per kg. Contribution per hour in department A. Yes, in department A. Yes, by selling A you are getting 36 rupees, but to get that you should be working only for 0.5 hours. That means per hour effectively you are getting 72 rupees. In department B, you are getting 31, but that is by working only for 0.3 hours. That means per hour effectively you will be getting 103.3. Now ranking, if you are giving based on material, you will tell A is first rank, B is second rank. Yes or no, students? Yes. Ranking, if you are giving based on department A, you will tell B is first rank, A is second rank. So ranking is different. So now what we'll have to do? We will have to go for LPP. Now how do we solve as per LPP, students? Now, yes, session ending time, when the chapter ends, we will end the session. Yes, we'll not sit here playing. Yes, when the chapter ends, immediately we'll end the session, students. Don't worry. Maximum, I think 1 more hour, possibly. Okay. Yes. Now look at this. Now I'll have to go solve this as per LPP. Now look at this, students. Firstly, yes, assume that the number of units sold of A is X units, units sold of B is Y units. I'm selling X units of A, Y units of B. What is my objective, students? What is my objective? How should I sell my goods? I should sell my goods in such a way that my overall contribution is maximum. Yes or no? Suppose I'm telling two different options is there. Option number 1 will give me a total contribution of 5,000. Option number 2 will give me a total contribution of 8,000. Which one will I go for? Option number 2. Yes or no? Sell my goods in such a way that overall my contribution is maximum. Yes, how many units of A and B are selling? X units of A and Y units of B. That means what is going to be your total contribution, students? I am telling, yes, if I sell 1 unit of A, I will be getting 36 rupees. Like this, I am selling X units of A. That means I will be getting 36X. Yes, if I sell 1 unit of B, I will be getting 31 rupees. Like this, I am selling Y units of B. That means I will be getting 31Y. Yes, my total contribution will be equal to 36X plus 31Y. What I want it to be? I want this contribution to be maximum. This is my objective function. I am setting my objective. Maximize my contribution, which is equal to 36X plus 31. Now we'll tell it is very simple, right? Produce maximum. Maximum units you produce. Simple, right? No, it is not that simple because it is subject to some constraints. What are my constraints, students? Yes, maximum raw material which is available with me is 17,000 only. So I should be selling my units in such a way that my total raw material is less than 17,000. Now, how many units of A I am selling? I am selling how many units of A and B it is there? I will make it as X and Y only. So it becomes easy for me to tell. Yes, how many units of X I am selling? I am selling X units. So to produce 1 unit of X, how much raw material I want? 2 kg. That means to produce X units, altogether how much raw material I want? I want to 2X. Yes or no? Yes. I am again selling, yes, Y units of product B. Yes, to sell 1 unit, I want again 2 kg raw material. That means to sell Y kg. Yes, to sell Y kg, I want 2Y kg raw material. Yes or no? So my material, altogether, my material usage should be less than 17,000. Yes, how do I get that? It is 2X. Yes, for 1 unit of A, I want 2 kg. Like that, I am producing X unit. For 1 unit of B, I want 2 kg. Like that, I am producing Y unit. It should be less than or equal to 17,000. Again, in department A, altogether the hours is 3,400 only. So I will tell to produce 1 unit in department A. To produce 1 unit of A in department A, I want 0.5 hours. Like this, I am producing X units. Again, to produce 1 unit of B in department A, I want 0.3 hours. Like this, I am producing Y units. Yes, just stick for the next 5 minutes, students. Yes, going to be a very, very, very important concept from your examination perspective. Pay attention. Yes. So I have set my constraints. 2 things I have done, students. Firstly, I have seen, yes, can I solve this question even without LPP? It was not possible. From there, what I have done? First, I have set my objective function. Maximize your contribution. Yes, 36X plus 31Y. Subject to constraints. What all conditions are there? We have written them one by one. Now I should solve them. Now, how do I solve them? Yes, I will solve them and I will get my corner points. Now, how will I get my corner points, students? 2 different ways are there. Yes, firstly, I will equate my equation. See, I will convert my inequality into equality. Yes, I am having my equation as 2x plus 2y less than or equal to 17,000. I will tell 2x plus 2y is equal to 17,000. In that case, what all corner points enter? Okay, first I will assume if x is equal to 0. Yes, 2x plus 2y is equal to 17,000, students. If x is equal to 0, what will happen? This complete point becomes 0. 2y is equal to 17,000. That means, yes, y is equal to 8,500. Yes or no? So I'll be getting my x comma y as 0 comma 8500. Again, second I'm telling, okay, if y is equal to 0, if x is equal to 0, I've got, if y is equal to 0, what will happen? Complete y becomes 0. That means 2x is equal to 17,000. That means x will be equal to 8,500. Again, I've got 8,500 comma 0. Yes, this way for my next equation also I will do. 0.5x plus 0.3y is equal to 3,400. If x is equal to 0, what will be my corner point? If y is equal to 0, what will be my corner point? Yes, now look at this. If I am plotting it on a graph, look at this. I am having my first equation, direct material equation. This was my equation. Yes, I'm having my next equation, which is about my department A hours. This is my equation. Now look at this, students. We have a concept called as LPP. Yes, this concept was there in our foundation also. Yes, if you have studied maths, that was there in your maths also. Okay, now not getting into much details. Now our feasible region, what we want, students, I want my profit to be maximum. Yes or no? I want my contribution to be maximum. So do I want to sell my goods here? Yes, what will I want? Will I want to sell my units here, or will I try to sell maximum units? I want to sell maximum units. Yes or no? That means my point, my feasible region will follow in one of the corner points. Either it will be this one, or 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 it will be this one. Is it clear? I don't want to sell less units. I want to sell maximum units. So I want to sell maximum. I want to push to the maximum limit. So my most feasible region, the area at which my contribution is maximum, will be one of my corner points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I have got 4 corner points. I have got this, I've got this as well as this. I want my 5th corner point. How am I getting my 5th corner point, students? I'm getting my 5th corner point as an intersection of my 2 points, as an intersection of my 2 lines. So my corner point is fulfilling both the conditions, yes or no? So I can tell that. Just pay attention. I will give you a summary. Everything will be clear. Yes, it's one of the most complicated things. I'm just trying to explain to you. Okay. Yes. So if I solve these equation, I have 2 equation. Yes or no? 2x plus 2y is equal to 17,000. That is direct material. 0.5x plus 0.3y is equal to 3,400. If I solve these 2 equations, I will be getting my corner point. I will be getting it as 4,250, 4,250. That is my 5th point. Is it clear? Yes, this way I should be getting all my corner points. Now pay attention, students, what we have discussed, revising again. First, yes, I will assume that number of units sold is equal to x as well as y. Yes, first I will set my objective function. It is maximize contribution is equal to 36x plus 31y. Yes, next I will tell, yes, it is not that easy. It is subject to my constraints. Yes, direct material, direct labor, whatever constraints are there, I will write it down. Next, I want my corner points. I will be getting my corner points in 2 different ways. Firstly, I will convert my inequality into equality. I will say if x is equal to 0, how much? If y is equal to 0, how much? That is one way. Again, I am having different equations. I am taking a set of 2 equations. I will solve that using simultaneous linear equation. I will be getting my corner point, which is the intersection of those 2 equations. Is it clear? This way, I have got all my corner points. Now, I've got my corner points. It is simple, students, from now on. Yes, what I want my contribution to be maximum. I will see in each of these corner point, what is my contribution. Now, look at this. I have 5 different corner points. Yes or no? One is 0, 8,500. Next is 4,250, 4,250. Next is 6,800, 0. Next is 8,500, 0. Next is 0, 11,333. Now, look at this, students. 0, 8,500. I'm telling I am selling 0 units of A, 8,500 units of B. Yes, if I am selling 0 unit of A, for 1 unit of A I was getting 36. I am selling 0 units, I will be getting 0. For 1 unit of B, I am getting 31. So this way I am selling 8,500. So how much contribution I will be getting, students? 2,63,500. This way, in my next option, I will be getting 2,84,750. In my next option, I will be getting 2,44,800. Next option, look at the next option, students. Next option I am telling, yes, I can sell 8,500 units of A as well as 0 units of B. However, this is not feasible. Why is it not feasible, students? Look at this. What is the maximum demand of A? What is the maximum demand of A? 8,000 units only. So, if I am telling I will produce 8,500 units of A, is there going to be any use? It is not going to be of any use. Yes or no? So, I am telling this option is not feasible at all. Again, similarly, this point also. I am telling, yes, I am going to sell 11,333 units of B. Maximum demand of B is 10,000 only. So is there going to be any point by selling 11,333, producing 11,333 units of B? No point at all. So these 2 points are not feasible. Okay. So now what all options I am having, students? 3 options I am having. Option 1, 2, 3. Where is my total contribution maximum, students? Where is my total contribution maximum? Yes, where is my total contribution maximum, students? Where is my total contribution maximum? Yes, my total contribution is maximum here at 4,250, 4,250. That is where my total contribution is 2,84,750. So I'll tell my feasible region is going to be 4250, 4250. Is it clear? This is how I'm going to get my solution. Now, giving you a quick summary, students, pay attention. Yes, very simple it is. Firstly, yes, I will consider the number of units sold as X and Y. Okay. Yes, I will set my objective function. What is my objective? Maximize the contribution. Yes, in our case, it was 36X plus 31Y. However, it is subject to my constraints. So I'm going to write down all the constraints one by one. Yes. Next, I should be getting my corner points. I'll be getting my corner points in 2 different ways. First, I will tell convert my inequality into equality, get my corner points, fine. Yes, again, I'm having different equations of my constraints. I will solve those 2 constraints. I will be getting my corner point. All these corner points I've got. Yes, I will be calculating my contribution at all these corner points, fine. Yes, corner point with the maximum contribution I will select. Whichever corner point is having maximum contribution, I will select that. However, check if your selected corner point is fulfilling all the constraints or not. It might be possible that your constraint, yes, if your selected option is not fulfilling certain conditions. Now look at this. In our case, this final point, it may be possible that I am getting maximum contribution here, but it is not feasible. It is not fulfilling my constraint of my demand of Y. So it cannot be selected. So I have to see that whether my constraint, whether my corner point that I have selected is fulfilling all the conditions. Whichever is fulfilling, I am going to go for that. Is it clear? Now with this, my third decision is also over, students. Now look at this. Company is producing only one product. Select the product whose total contribution is maximum. I am producing more than one product. If I am having single limiting factor or multiple limiting factor but rank is same, take decision based on contribution per limiting factor, which is contribution per unit divided by limiting factor per unit. Yes, if rank is different, go for LPV. Is it clear, everyone? Should we continue to the next decision that we have? Yes, okay. So the next decision that we have is make or buy or outsourcing decision. Yes. So how do we take this decision? What is this decision all about? Yes, let's try to understand. Suppose I am telling students, yes, we are Maruti Suzuki. Yes, we are taking a decision. Okay, we want the tires. So should we manufacture tires on our own? Should we make it on our own? Or should we buy it from, say for example, Apollo or MRF? So should we make or should we buy? That decision we are trying to take. Okay, now look at this. Suppose I am telling, if I am buying from Apollo tires, what is my cost? Yes, it is 5,000 per tire, fine. Again, I have to incur transportation cost of 500. That means my total cost is going to be 5,500. That is my purchase as well as other associated cost of buying. I will see if I am manufacturing on my own, what all cost I have to incur. Say for example, I am incurring my variable cost per tire of 3,000 rupees. Yes, I have to incur a specific, I have to purchase a new machine for that. For that, I'll be incurring a depreciation of 10 crore. I have to be paying extra yearly rent of 5 crore. Yes, altogether, say for example, it is coming as 15 crore, which is my specific fixed cost. Yes, that specific fixed cost is for 1 lakh tires. I'm planning to produce 1 lakh tires. So I will tell, yes, my marginal cost here. I have my variable cost. If I'm manufacturing on my own, 3,000. Specific fixed cost. Yes, 15 crore I'll be incurring. However, 15 crore I'll be incurring. However, 15 crore is for 1 lakh tires. That means per tire, how much it is, students? 1,500. That means what is my total cost, students? 4,500. Now look at this. Yes, if I'm manufacturing on my own, my relevant cost is 4,500. Variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. If I'm buying from Apollo, my relevant cost is 5,500. What should I do? Should I manufacture on my own or should I buy from Apollo? What should I do, students? Should I manufacture on my own or should I buy from Apollo? What should I do, students? Everyone, tell me the answer. Yes, what should we do? Yes, should we manufacture on our own? Yes or no? That is our decision, as simple as that. Yes, there is nothing more. Look at this. Yes, make or buy or outsourcing decision. Either you are taking a decision when there is no limiting factor, or you are taking a decision when there is limiting factor. Now, when you are having no limiting factor, how do you take a decision? Yes, compare your cost of manufacturing and your cost of buying. Wherever your cost is less, wherever the relevant cost is less, select that. Okay, now what all is there in your cost of buying? You are buying from Apollo, you'll be having your purchase cost plus any other associated cost. If you are manufacturing on your own, what all is going to be your relevant cost, students? You'll be having your variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Wherever it is less, go for that alternative. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, same thing is there. Now, how do we take a decision when limiting factor is existing? This is beautiful, students. Yes, if at all a question comes, yes, is going to be beautiful. Now look at this. Suppose I am telling I can manufacture 4 different products: pencil, pen, highlighter, stapler. Okay, yes, selling price is given, variable cost of manufacture is given, buying price is given, labor hours, demand, everything is given. Now look at this. I will just give you an idea. Yes, pencil, pen, highlighter, stapler. All 4 things either I can produce on my own or else I can buy from outside. Now I am telling, if I am producing on my own, what is my relevant cost of manufacturing? It is 4 rupees, 10 rupees, 18 rupees, 30 rupees. Fine. If I am buying from outside, what is my relevant cost of buying? Yes, 8 rupees, 15 rupees, 28 rupees, 25. Now, if you see pencil, yes, if I am manufacturing on my own, it is cheaper. How much is my cost to saving, students? 4 rupees I can save. Yes, pen, manufacturing on my own is cheaper. I can save 5 rupees per unit. Highlighter, if I manufacture on my own, I can save 10 rupees. However, stapler, there is no point manufacturing on your own because your buying cost is 25. If you are buying from outside, it is 25. If you are manufacturing on your own, it is 30 rupees. So I will tell stapler directly I am going to buy. Is it clear till here? No doubts. Stapler I am telling directly I am going to buy. But yes, ideally what I should do, my pencil, pen and highlighter I should manufacture on my own. But wait, what is happening? I am not having sufficient labor hours with me to produce. Ideally, I also want to produce pencil, pen and highlighter on my own, but I'm not having sufficient hours. I'm telling I can produce only 1 or 2 products. Which one should I select? How should I give my priority? I'm telling fine, don't take a decision based on contribution per unit. Here, don't take a decision based on savings per unit. Take a decision based on savings per limiting factor. I'm asking what is your limiting factor? They're telling labor hours is my limiting factor. Employees are not there. Okay. To produce pencil, how much time is needed? They're telling 1 hour. So I'm telling, if I produce, if I manufacture pencil on my own, I can save 4 rupees. To save this 4 rupees, my employee should work for 1 hour. That means effectively for 1 hour, I am saving 4 rupees. If I produce pen on my own, I can save 5 rupees. To produce pen, my employee should work for 1 hour. That means per hour, I am saving 5 rupees. Again, to produce highlighter, if I manufacture highlighter on my own, I can be saving 10 rupees. However, to manufacture that highlighter, my employee should be working for 4 hours. That means effectively per hour, yes, I am saving only 2.5 rupees. So in which priority should I manufacture, students? First priority, first maximum, I should try to manufacture pens. Yes, other things are not possible. Pencil and highlighter I cannot produce. I will outsource. Not that it is not cheaper to manufacture, but I am not having required resources. Then if possible, I'll try to produce pencil. Then also if I am having time, I will try to produce my highlighter. Is it clear? One example is there. You guys can look at this example. Yes, everything will be clear. Is it clear? This is my 4th decision, which is my make or buy or outsourcing decision. Now I am taking a decision. Should I manufacture on my own or should I buy from outside? Some non-financial factors should also be kept in mind. What are they, students? Yes, these are your quality of goods. When you're buying from outside, what is the quality? Whether your quality will be impacted, that should be seen. Next, reliability of supplier. Yes, Maruti told, okay, I'm going to buy from Apollo tires, but they are not giving me on time. There is no point. Yes or no? So my supplier should be reliable. He should be giving me the goods on time. Only then outsourcing is of use. Okay. Then what is the impact on my customer as well as my supplier? Whether my customer will be sad if I'm outsourcing it to a third party. Is he telling, no, everything you should be doing on your own? That should also be kept in mind. Okay. Again, confidentiality of process. Suppose I'm telling, okay, I'm Coca-Cola. Yes. The process through which I'm manufacturing Coca-Cola is a very secret process. No one else knows. If I outsource, there is a risk that, they may leak that secret process to other people. So I don't want that to happen. So even though outsourcing is cheaper, I will still go for manufacturing on my own. Is it clear? Qualitative factors for our make or buy decision. 4 things, students. Yes, quality of goods, reliability of supplier, impact on your customer as well as your supplier, and confidentiality of your process. You have your small mnemonic, yes, QR code in ICICI Bank. Yes, I can tell that, yes, QR code was first introduced by ICICI Bank. Q stands for quality of goods, R for reliability of supplier, I for the impact on your supplier as well as customer, and C for your confidentiality of the process. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, multiple limiting factor does not come in this case. Multiple limiting factor does not come in this case. Don't worry on that. Okay. Should we continue, students, everyone? Till here, is it clear? Yes, only some more points are there. Yes. We have discussed various short-term decision. First one was sell or further process that we have seen, special price order decision that we have seen, product mix decision that we have seen. Again, we have told make or buy or outsourcing, that also we have seen. Final decision that we have is continuance or discontinuance of business. Should I continue my business or should I discontinue, shut down my business? Yes, don't worry, students, at the end of it, all concepts right now we've understood. Don't worry about remembering. At the end, we'll be having a quick revision of the complete chapter within 20 minutes. Yes, that will ensure that you get that confidence. And if possible, yes, that audio clip I will try to upload in the group as well, so that every time you want to revise, you'll be having that audio clip. Again, 1.5 day before examination, that revision, that marathon revision, again we'll be doing it live, so that in 3 or 4 hours, complete SCMP will be over. Now, once you've understood things logically, from now onwards, yes, remembering is going to be very, very, very quick, very, very, very fast. Okay, yes, stick till the end. I will tell you how it is going to be very quick and very fast. Okay, everyone. Yes, now look at this: continuance or discontinuance of business. I'm thinking, should I continue my business? Should I discontinue my business? A very simple example, students. Suppose I'm telling, okay, I was into teaching. Yes, I'm teaching students. Okay, for CA Inter. Yes, I'm thinking, yes, students are not liking my class. Assume. Yes, I'm thinking, should I continue teaching? Should I discontinue teaching? From a financial perspective, if I'm taking a decision, I'm telling, okay, if I'm continuing teaching, how much fixed cost per month I have to incur? 1 lakh I have to incur. Yes, salary, rent, all those things, 1 lakh per month. If I discontinue, how much I have to incur? I'm telling, even if I discontinue, 20,000 per month I will have to incur. Why? Suppose I have taken a place on rent. I have told them for next 1 year, I'll be giving you the rent. So 20,000 I have to pay whether I continue or discontinue. That means if I continue, I have to be paying 1 lakh per month. If I discontinue, I have to be paying 20,000 per month. So if I discontinue, how much fixed cost can I save? If I discontinue, how much fixed cost can I save? If I discontinue, I can save a fixed cost of 80,000 rupees. Yes or no? So gain on discontinuance is 80,000. That is your savings in fixed cost. Or else you can tell, yes, it is the difference in fixed cost. However, wait. If I'm continuing, yes, I can teach every student. Yes, assume from every student, yes, for every student that I'm teaching, I'm getting a contribution of 1,000 rupees per student. Yes, just a simple example, student, just to understand. Okay, yes, from one student, I'll be getting 1,000 rupee contribution. Yes, if I'm continuing, if I'm teaching, yes, I will teach my students. Yes, students will pay me the fees, I'll be getting my contribution. If I stop teaching, no one will come to me. I will not be getting my contribution. So I'm losing this contribution. Yes or no? So if I discontinue, there is one advantage. What is the advantage, students? I can save my fixed cost. However, there is a disadvantage. The contribution that I was getting, I will be losing. Now look at this, students. I'm telling, if I discontinue, I'm having an advantage of 80,000 rupees. Fixed cost of 80,000 I can save. However, if I continue, yes, I'll be getting 1,000 rupees per unit. How many students I should be teaching bare minimum so that I can take a decision that I am going to continue teaching? Yes, if how many students are there, I will take a decision that I should continue teaching. How many students bare minimum are needed for me to take a decision that no, I should continue teaching from a purely financial perspective? Tell me, students. Yes, look at this. If I'm having one student, what is the gain from one student? I'm telling, yes, if I have to continue teaching from a purely financial perspective, again, yes, making it clear, students, yes, my gain from continuance should be equal to my gain from discontinuance. At least that should happen, yes or no? At least if I discontinue, okay, I'm telling I will be getting an advantage of 80,000. So when I'm continuing also, if I get at least 80,000, I'm telling like fine, okay, then I can continue. Yes. Now, gain from continuance. What is my gain from continuing? Yes, it is the contribution. Yes or no? Contribution per unit, 1,000 per student into number of students. Yes. What is the gain from discontinuance? It is 80,000. That means how many students bare minimum you should be teaching, students? Yes, it is 80,000 divided by 1,000. 80 students. Yes or no? So I'll tell, if I am teaching bare minimum 80 students, then I can continue. If If I'm teaching less than 80 students, there is no point in continuing on a purely financial basis. Now look at this. If I'm teaching 50 students, if I continue, if I discontinue, yes, what is happening? If I'm continuing, I'll be incurring a loss of 50,000. However, if I discontinue, my loss will be only 20,000. So I will tell it is better to discontinue if you're having, yes, 50 students. If I'm having 80 students, I will tell from 80 students, I'll be getting a contribution of 80,000. My fixed cost is 1 lakh. That means my loss is 20,000. If I discontinue, no contribution. However, fixed cost is 20,000. So my loss is 20,000. I am indifferent. I am indifferent. Whatever is fine for me here. Yes, this is called as my shutdown point. If I'm having more than 80 students, say for example 100 students, if I continue, I'll be getting a contribution of 1 lakh, fixed cost is 1 lakh, profit or loss is 0. But if I discontinue, yes, contribution is 0, however fixed cost is 20,000, I'll be incurring a loss of 20,000. So ideally beyond my shutdown point, I should be continuing. Now how do I take a decision, students? See, decision making is very simple. I will see what is the gain on continuing, what is the gain on discontinuing. What is the gain on discontinuing, students? There will be savings in fixed cost. Yes or no? What will be the gain on continuing? Yes, what will be the gain on continuing? I will be getting my contribution and some other amount, if at all I am getting, that will be my gain on continuance. I will compare the two. Based on that, I will take my decision. Is it clear? Next, we have the point of shutdown point. Same thing that I've told, shutdown point. Yes, if I discontinue, I'm having a benefit of 80,000. However, if I'm continuing, I'm getting a benefit of 1,000 per student. That means how many students? Bare minimum I should be teaching. Yes, 80 students. How did I get that? It is 80,000 divided by 1,000. What is 80,000? It is my difference in fixed cost divided by what is 1,000? It is my contribution per unit. So look at this, savings in fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. So I will tell, yes, if my expected sale is lower than my shutdown point, discontinue. If my expected sale is greater than my shutdown point, continue. As simple as that. Okay. Yes. Then you are having qualitative factors also to take a decision. Should you continue or discontinue? You are having qualitative factors also. Now look at this. What all qualitative factors you should keep in mind? Yes, I am telling from a financial perspective. Yes, it is telling discontinue. Financial perspective, it is telling discontinue your business. It is no longer profitable. But I should keep in mind certain non-financial considerations also. What all, students? I should see what is the impact it will have on my customer relationship. What impact it will have on my supplier relationship. What impact it will have with my employee. Yes, whether it is, yes, discontinuance of business is going to adversely impact sale of some other products also. That also has to be kept in mind. All these qualitative factors should also be kept in mind. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, with this we have finished concept number 2, students. So concept number 1, we have discussed the basics. Yes, firstly basics of decision making, basic formulas as well as relevant costing technique. Concept 2, we have discussed various short-term decisions. Concept 3, we are having miscellaneous areas. In that, firstly we are having CVP analysis in service sector. There is one simple question in your textbook, students. You guys can try it on your own. Yes. Next we are having the next point, which is ethics and non-financial consideration in decision making. This is important, students, from a case study perspective. Yes, what we are telling is, while we are taking a decision, it's not purely based on financial perspective. We should also keep in mind, yes, certain ethics, certain non-financial considerations. So every question that we are getting on ethics and non-financial consideration, few sentences standard which is there everywhere in ICAI's answer, we should also be writing it everywhere. Look at this, 2 points I have given. Everywhere you can write this answer. Yes, what we are telling, primary goal of the organization is shareholder wealth maximization. Yes or no? Our primary goal is, yes, to maximize shareholders wealth. However, company is having a moral duty to care for a wide range of stakeholders, not just shareholders. Yes, we are having a moral duty that we should take care of all our stakeholders, not just our shareholders. So if we consider non-financial factors, yes, it may not increase my profit in the short term, but it is going to contribute to a better brand image and increased profitability in the long term. What it is telling, yes, primary objective is to increase the, yes, shareholders, yes, wealth maximization. Yes, however, yes, as an organization, we are responsible to a wide range of stakeholders, not just shareholders. Suppose I am telling I am running a hospital. Yes, just to maximize shareholders' wealth, I am charging more amount from, yes, all my patients. It is wrong. Yes or no? Yes. Suppose I am telling, yes, I am running an educational institution. Just to maximize shareholders' wealth, I am charging exorbitantly high fees from students. It is wrong. Yes or no? Primary goal is, yes, shareholder wealth maximization. But I have a moral duty to take care of all my stakeholders. If I consider non-financial factors, even though in the short term my profit may not increase, however, in the long run my brand image and my profit is going to increase. Now, what all non-financial factors have to be kept in mind, students? Now, look at this. We've made a small mnemonic for this. Yes, the mnemonic is ABC in GE. ABC, activity-based costing, was first implemented in GE, General Electric. Yes, ABC. Yes, what all non-financial factors have to see? Firstly, availability of resources. I should see. Okay, I'm taking a decision whether the resources are available or not. Are they scarce? Yes. Are they yes, available or not? Will I be in a position to utilize them? Okay, all of that I have to see. Next, I should be considering my business ethics. While I'm taking a decision, yes, I should be taking a decision which is in line with my business ethics. Yes, I should also be keeping in mind my brand image. Suppose I'm taking a decision which is going to cause a negative brand image. Yes, I should not be taking a decision. Suppose I'm telling, yes, right now I'm teaching students. I've also started another business of selling drugs. Yes, assume what impact, assume, okay? Yes, don't start asking, sir, can you provide me also? Yes, assume what brand image it will be having, yes, in the minds, in the hearts of my students. So I should keep in mind that point as well. Again, customer satisfaction. My objective is not just to earn profit in the short term. My customers should be happy, they should be satisfied. Only then I'll keep getting my customers for the long term. Is it clear? Again, government regulation. I should take care of my government regulation, pay taxes properly. Otherwise, government is going to impose a heavy penalty. Yes, my stakeholder government will not be happy. Again, employee satisfaction. Very good organization, but not taking care of employees at all employees will leave. Ultimately, business will not be in a position to, yes, do anything. Again, environmental factors. I should be doing something for my environment as well. I should take care of my environment as well. So we have our mnemonic ABC in GE. ABC. Yes, A stands for availability of resource, B stands for your business ethics and brand image, C stands for your customer satisfaction, G stands for your government regulation, and E stands for your employee satisfaction as well as your environmental factors. Is it clear? Yes, they've given what all benefits are there if we consider non-financial factors in decision making. Brand image will become better, bad publicity can be avoided, yes, potential legal action can be avoided, all of that is there. Yes, final point is there, students. With this, the chapter will be over. Activity-based CVP analysis. Activity-based CVP analysis. Everyone, the final point that we have, activity-based CVP analysis. Now look at this, students. Traditional CVP analysis. Traditionally, how do I calculate my break-even point? Suppose I'm telling I'm selling a pen, selling price is 20 rupees, variable cost is 10 rupees, contribution is 10 rupees. I have a fixed cost of 1 lakh rupees. That means how many pens should I be selling? I will tell altogether. Yes, I have to recover 1 lakh fixed cost. From every pen I'm getting 10 rupees. That means I have to be selling 10,000 pens. Yes or no? I have told it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. 1 lakh divided by 10. I have to be selling 10,000. Fine. Now, yes, I am telling if at all organization has implemented activity based costing. Yes, what will happen, students? Yes, it will bifurcate its cost as a fixed cost and a variable cost. That we were doing previously also. But wait, variable cost, again we are bifurcating as unit level variable cost, non-unit level variable cost. What is it? Now assume same thing I'm telling, I'm selling pen only. Yes, my selling price is 20, variable cost is 10 rupees, contribution is 10 per unit. Now I have bifurcated my cost using activity based costing. I'm telling my fixed cost, yes, rent, etc. is 80,000. Yes, my variable cost, I'm telling unit level variable cost. It is the variable cost which is varying based on units. What is it? It is my 10 rupees. Unit level variable cost. Fine. I'm having non-unit level variable cost. So what is this, students? Now I'm telling assume setup cost. Okay, setup cost of the machine. Now, what is this cost dependent on? Is this cost dependent on number of units produced? Yes, I am producing more units. Whether my setup cost will increase? Not necessarily. This cost is dependent on the number of setups. Yes or no? More the number of setups, more will be my setup cost. Say for example, one time to set up my machine, the cost is 1000 rupees. So if I set up my machine 10 times, cost will be 10,000. If I set up my machine 20 times, cost will be 20,000. If I set up my machine 50 times, cost will be 50,000. Yes or no? Yes, cost is variable. No doubt it is variable. However, it is not variable based on number of units. Yes, I am producing more units. Do I have to incur more setup cost? No. I have to incur more cost only if I am doing more and more setups. Yes or no? So I am telling, look at this. If I have implemented activity based costing, my variable cost, again I can bifurcate telling I have my unit level variable cost, non-unit level variable cost. What all non-unit level variable cost I am having, students? Suppose I am telling in this particular case, I have setup cost, Setup cost is 1000 per setup. This way I have done 20 setups in a period. That means 20,000 I have incurred for that. Delivery cost I have incurred. Yes, delivery cost was 500 for one delivery. This way we have done 80 deliveries. That means 40,000 we have incurred. Altogether, how much we have incurred, students? 60,000 rupees we have incurred. Now pay attention, students, pay attention. I want to calculate my break-even point. Simple, nothing more is there. I want to calculate my break-even point. Yes. Look at this. I am selling one unit. I am selling one pen. Specifically, if I sell one pen, how much selling price I am getting, students? 20 rupees. Specifically, in order to, yes, produce or sell one pen, how much variable cost I am incurring? Unit level variable cost, 10 rupees. That means specifically by selling one pen, how much contribution I am getting, students? How much net cash I am having? 10 rupees. Yes, from my contribution, I should be paying all my cost. Now, in between, I will be having my non-unit level variable cost. Yes or no? It is not dependent on units. I am selling one more unit. I will not incur my non-unit level variable cost. However, overall, I am telling for my period, for this complete period, I have incurred non-unit level variable cost of 60,000. Yes or no? Setup as well as delivery. Again, my fixed cost of 80,000. That means altogether, how much cost should I absorb? Altogether, how much cost should I absorb? Three costs are there, students. One is my unit level variable cost. One is non-unit level variable cost. One is my fixed cost. Unit level variable cost I have already considered in my contribution calculation. Here already I am adjusting. What all is not adjusted? Non-unit level variable cost as well as fixed cost. How much is it? 1,40,000. That means I should now absorb 1,40,000 rupees. My fixed cost, rent cost 80,000 is there. Again my setup cost of, yes, 20,000 also I should recover, as well as my delivery cost of 40,000. That means altogether 1,40,000 I should recover. From one unit, how much contribution I am getting? From one unit, how much cash I am getting, students? From one unit, I am getting 10 rupees. That means how many units I should be selling? I will tell it is going to be 1,40,000 divided by 10 per unit. That means I should be selling 14,000 units. Yes or no? So how did I get that? Yes, same simple logic, students. Yes, what all I should recover? I should recover my fixed cost also. I should recover my non-unit level variable cost also. Divided by, for one unit, how much I am getting? That is my contribution per unit. So break-even point as per activity-based costing, it is my fixed cost plus non-unit level variable cost divided by contribution per unit. Is it clear, everyone? Any doubts? Yes, with this, we have successfully finished the chapter decision making. But wait, it is not over, students. Wait for a minute. Yes, I've told you our objective is not to understand, our objective is to ensure that we remember it properly. So, yes, one round of understanding we've done. We've spent approximately 3 hours, but in the next 15 minutes, we ensure that we are getting one more round of revision. Now, this is your premium, students. This is what we want. Now, yes, in the 1.5 day before examination, now even though you have spent 3 hours for this chapter, you go back, yes, solve all the questions. But we will ensure that next time you are listening to the chapter, you need not listen to 3 hours. 15 minutes is sufficient. Okay. Now, this is what we have done specifically for you to ensure that you can revise the chapter as quickly as possible and as many times as possible. We have come up with a rapid revision, a rocket revision for you guys. Now, everyone, are you guys ready? Yes, now what I want you guys to do is at the end of the session, yes, we put in so much effort for all of you guys. Yes, firstly, thank you so much for the amazing response. Now, I want you guys to help me reach this out to maximum students. So go back, do suggest it to all your friends. Okay, yes, now let's have a quick revision, students. Yes, decision making as a chapter, we have 3 concepts. First is the basics of decision making, next is short-term decision, next is miscellaneous areas. Yes, basics of decision making. First, we have told, yes, basics of marginal costing. How do we take a decision, students? I'm going to compare my marginal cost with marginal revenue. Marginal revenue is higher, I will accept. Marginal revenue is lower, I will reject. What all is there in my marginal cost, students? 3 things are there. Yes, I have my variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. 3 things are there in my marginal cost. Fine. I have discussed my basic formulas. Firstly, I have told contribution, that is a net cash by selling one unit. Sales minus variable cost, or else fixed cost plus profit. Again, I have told my variable cost ratio as well as PV ratio. Yes, variable cost is percentage of variable cost to sales. PV ratio is percentage of contribution to sales. Both are complementary. Yes, then I have told break even point. Yes, no profit, no loss. It is my fixed cost divided by contribution per unit, or else fixed cost divided by PV ratio. Yes, then we have discussed margin of safety. It is my sale in addition to BEP sale. So till BEP sale, whatever sale I have done, contribution was equal to my fixed cost. After BEP sale, my fixed cost I have already recovered. Whatever I will be getting will be equal to my profit. Yes or no? Yes. Then we have told sales to achieve desired profit or loss. If I want a profit of 2 lakh rupees, contribution of 2 lakh is not sufficient because I have to pay my fixed cost also. So it is my fixed cost plus a desired profit divided by contribution per unit or else my PV ratio. Again, I have my differential formula wherein I've told, yes, change in total cost is nothing but my change in variable cost. Change in contribution is nothing but my change in profit. Based on that, I've told, yes, variable cost ratio is change in total cost divided by change in sale into 100. PV ratio is change in profit divided by change in sale into 100. Don't worry, the PDFs will be shared to you. Okay, yes. Then we have concept 1C, which is a relevant costing technique. Yes, what is relevant costing? It is the cost which is relevant to take any decision. Okay, yes, different cost and their treatments we have told. Yes, historic cost, sunk cost, committed cost, already incurred in the past, irrelevant. Yes, fixed cost, if it is allocated, irrelevant. If it is additional, it is irrelevant. Thirdly, we have told opportunity cost, maximum contribution foregone, it is always irrelevant. Out of pocket or additional cost is always going to be relevant. Now we have told relevant cost for different items. For material, yes, if material is not in stock, I have to purchase. Yes, that means it is going to be my purchase price. Material is in stock. I'm asking, is it regularly used? If it is regularly used, my replacement cost, I'll have to replace it. Replacement cost is going to be relevant. Yes, if it is not regularly used, my realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher, it is whichever is higher, students. Yes, my realizable value is 200, benefit from alternate use is 350. I would have gone for alternate use. So what I'm sacrificing? I'm sacrificing 350. Yes, realizable value or benefit from alternate use, whichever is higher will be my relevant cost. Yes, I'm having non-moving material. In order to dispose, I'm incurring cost. I'm not getting, I'm incurring cost. Then that disposal cost I will reduce to arrive at my relevant cost. Okay. Next, in case of labor, I'm telling, am I getting the work done from my existing employees or new employees? New employees, wages paid will be relevant. Existing employees, I'm telling, yes, if I'm having spare capacity, employees are sitting free, idle. Yes, relevant cost is nil. If there is no spare capacity, my wages plus my opportunity cost is going to be relevant. Is it clear? In case of overheads, I've told variable overhead is always relevant. Fixed overhead, if it is allocated, irrelevant. If it is additional, it is going to be relevant. In case of machine, we have told it is the rent or the net cost of purchase, whichever is lower. Yes, issues, if we are setting our price based on relevant cost, two things, students. PP, profit reporting. Yes, my books may be showing a lower profit or loss. Again, pricing of future work is going to be difficult because my customer will expect, yes, that we do the work at a small price only. Yes, our concept 1 is over. Next, various short-term decisions. We've set the golden rules. How do we take a decision? Compare marginal revenue, marginal cost. If we are having more than one alternate, select that alternative wherein the total contribution is maximum and consider your non-financial factors also. First one was sell or further process decision. Yes, we have seen that. Raymond's case. Yes or no? Yes, it is the incremental revenue by further processing. By further processing, how much extra revenue you will get? 2000 minus 1000 rupees. And the incremental cost of further processing. Yes, by further processing, how much extra cost you have to be incurring. Based on that, you take a decision. Incremental revenue is your revenue after further processing minus your revenue before further processing. Incremental cost, it is your variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Again, we have told cost up to split off, yes, is your sunk cost, it is irrelevant. Next, we have told special price order decision. Special price order decision. Yes, everyone. Yes, energy is high. Special price order decision. How do we take a decision, students? We see what is the revenue from special price order decision. As against that, what is the relevant cost of accepting my special price order decision? Yes, relevant cost, obviously it is my variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Other factors to be kept in mind while we are accepting a special price order decision. What we have told students, I love ABS. I stands for industry analysis. See the industry. Yes, A stands for your additional terms. Additional terms should be clear and suit the business requirement. Yes, B stands for your buyer credit worthiness. S stands for your statutory compliances. Buyer credit worthiness. Check, carry out a buyer credit worthiness check of your buyer. Yes, risk can be reduced, 100% advance, letter of credit, post-shipment insurance. Statutory compliances, compliance with foreign laws. Yes, you have your export documentation, all of that. Is it clear? Yes. Then we have product mix decision. Everyone, important. Yes, product mix decision, I'm telling. Yes, either company is telling, no, we are producing only one product because we are having limiting factor, or we are telling, no, we are producing more than one product. Yes, company is producing only one product. Select the product whose total contribution is maximum. What is total contribution? Yes, contribution per unit into number of units. How do you get your number of units? It is your demand or production capacity, whichever is lower. Is it clear? If we are selling multiple units, okay, we are again telling, either we'll be having single limiting factor or else multiple limiting factor, but rank is same. Or else we are having multiple limiting factor and rank is also different. Yes, if rank is same, take your decision based on contribution per limiting factor. Contribution per limiting factor is contribution per unit divided by your limiting factor per unit. Yes. If you are having multiple limiting factor and rank is also different, yes or no, you have to go for LPP. Now, what all we have to do? Firstly, my objective function, maximize contribution 36x plus 31y. Yes, then we are telling, it is not that simple. It is subject to constraints, subject to conditions, subject to constraints. Write down all your constraints one by one. Yes, now to solve this, I want my corner points. Yes, calculation of corner points. Yes, corner points I'll be getting by two different ways. First, I will tell if x is equal to 0, how much is my y? If y is equal to 0, how much is my x? That is one way through which I'll be getting my corner point. Second way is I'll be taking a set of two equations. I will solve it. I will be getting my corner points. Now I've got all my corner points. I will calculate contribution at all my corner point. Wherever my contribution is maximum, I will select that. However, yes, keep in mind that if you are having any unfeasible points, you will have to eliminate that. Is it clear, everyone? This was my third decision. Next, fourth decision I'm having, which is make or buy or outsourcing decision. Yes, how do I take a decision, students? I will see the relevant cost of manufacturing, the relevant cost of buying. Whichever is lower, I will go for that. Yes, relevant cost of buying, it is my purchase cost plus any other associated cost. Relevant cost of manufacturing, I have my variable cost, specific fixed cost, opportunity cost. Now, if limiting factor exists, yes, if limiting factor exists, what I'll have to do is, yes, firstly, I will compare, yes, my cost of manufacturing, cost of buying. If buying is cheaper, obviously I will go for buying. If manufacturing is cheaper, I will calculate savings per unit on manufacturing. Yes, I will not take a decision based on savings per unit. I will take a decision on savings per limiting factor. Yes, if buying is cheaper, obviously you will buy. If manufacturing is cheaper, yes, calculate savings per limiting factor. Based on your savings per limiting factor, that is savings per unit divided by limiting factor per unit, yes, allocate your resources. Again, qualitative factors we have told, it is QRIC. Q stands for quality of goods, R is reliability of supplier, I stands for impact on your supplier, customer, employees, etc., and C stands for confidentiality of your process. Finally, you have continue, discontinue, business decision. Yes, how do you take a decision? Yes, if I continue, what is my gain? If I discontinue, what is my gain? Yes, if I continue, generally I'll be having my contribution by selling of goods. If I discontinue, there will be savings of fixed cost. Whichever is more, I will go for that. Yes, then we have told shutdown point. It is my savings in fixed cost. If I discontinue, the benefit will be savings in fixed cost divided by, if I continue, the savings will be contribution per unit. I will be getting how many units? Yes, is my shutdown point. Is it clear? Decision, yes, if my sale is lower than shutdown point, I will tell it is better, discontinue. If it is more than shutdown point, I will tell it is better, continue. Again, qualitative factors, students. Firstly, yes, if I discontinue, what will be the impact on my customers, supplier, my employee? Whether is it going to adversely impact any other products? All these I have to see. So concept 2 is also over. Concept 1, basics is over, short-term decision is over. Now we have concept 3, which is miscellaneous areas. Firstly, I have my ethics and non-financial consideration. Yes, we have told two main sentences. Firstly, primary goal of organization is shareholder wealth maximization. If I consider non-financial factors, yes, it need not increase my profit in the short run, but in the long term, definitely it is going to increase my profit. Yes or no? So what all ethics and non-financial considerations are there? We have told ABC in GE, activity-based costing in General Electric. A stands for availability of resources, B stands for your business ethics as well as brand image, C stands for your customer satisfaction, CSR, G stands for your government regulation, SE stands for your employee satisfaction as well as environmental factors. Again, we have told activity-based CVP analysis. We have told traditionally, we have told it is fixed cost divided by contribution per unit. However, in case of activity-based costing, you are bifurcating your cost as fixed cost Variable, again you are bifurcating unit level, non-unit level variable cost. So overall, what I have to absorb is my fixed cost also, non-unit level variable cost also. Per unit, what I'm getting is my contribution per unit. So you have the formula fixed cost plus non-unit level variable cost divided by contribution per unit. Yes, with this, we've finished the chapter decision making, students. Yes, any doubts? Sir, are you going to upload this quick revision, this final quick revision? Yes, obviously one day before the examination, we'll be taking it live again. Don't worry on that. I'll see if possible. I'll try to upload the quick revision either as an audio or something. I'll see. Yes, now what I want you guys to do is, I want you guys to go back. Yes, quickly revise, solve all possible questions from this particular chapter, solve all possible questions and ensure that this chapter is over. Okay, yes, once this chapter is over, tomorrow we'll be doing 2 more chapters. Yes, tomorrow morning we'll try covering, yes, modern business environment, evening pricing decision. This way in 5 days, yes, we'll try to cover maximum chapters. Is it clear, everyone? Yes, requesting to follow the time schedule if possible. Yes, time schedule. See, I have started the session at 5 o'clock. Yes or no? Yes, maximum I think 5-minute delay was there. In between 10 minutes break was necessary. So I have not taken any delay from my end. So obviously some chapters will be lengthy. So it is going to take more time. So daily I cannot tell you, right? Yes, obviously tomorrow morning modern business environment, possibly it is going to take 2.5 hours or 3 hours. Evening pricing decision will get over quickly. So every chapter is not having the same length, right? So I cannot tell you, okay, exactly in 2 hours only it is going to get over. Okay, so that is one thing. Yes, anything else? Study material questions. Yes, study material question is more than enough. Yes, if you are solving your study material question as well as your additional case study digest question, yes, that is more than enough for you guys. Okay, right now you see, if you have time, do your case study digest question as well. Otherwise, you can stick to study material question as well. Okay. Yes, it is enough for practice. Yes, is it over? Yes, thank you so much, students. I know it was almost 3.5 hours. Yes, more than 220 plus students are still there. Yes, it so shows your seriousness. Thank you so much for believing in me. Thank you so much for staying till here. Yes, go back tomorrow. Yes, for the next 4-5 days. Again, we are going to be here. We're going to be solving. Yes, we're going to be discussing the concepts. Yes, we want to ensure that by end of this journey, SCMP should become a very strong and scoring subject for all of you guys. Okay. Yes. Now, yes, possible questions from this chapter. I don't believe in possible questions. Whatever questions are there, solve with students. Because you know, ICAI, yes, expect the unexpected. I don't want to be making things simple for you, telling, okay, just to solve these 3 questions. And in the examination, make it hard for you. Yes, solve the questions from study material, compulsory. Okay. Yes, anything else? Yes, Devaraj, in Raymond example, PV ratio decreased from 30 to 25%. So it is actually a good option to go for further processing. Yes, why are you looking at your PV ratio? Why are you looking at your PV ratio? Ignore that fact. Okay, 800 is already incurred. It is already incurred. Forget that. Yes, right now if you are selling, you are getting 1,000 rupees. 1,000 anyways you are getting. If you further process, you are getting 2,000. Yes or no? 1,000, either 1,000 extra you will get, or else, yes, to get that 1,000 extra, you are incurring 800 extra. Now see that PV ratio factor. Okay, PV ratio factor. You will compare it with your cost of capital. Ultimately, when you are taking a decision, should I incur that 800 rupees extra initially or not? You will be comparing it with your cost of capital. So that change in your PV ratio doesn't matter, because overall my profit is extra, right? Yes or no? Yes, Karthik, if possible, try to do some important question. I would love to do that, but the issue is, yes, time is an issue. Okay, schedule for tomorrow morning, it is going to be from 10 to 12. So it might be till 12:30. Yes, PDF will be shared, don't worry. Okay, so should we wind up the session, students? Yes, thank you so much. Okay, wages plus opportunity. Can you just explain that point again? Yes. Okay, 5 students were asking. Okay, we'll explain that point. Now pay attention. Yes, I'll take some time. I will not explain in a hurry. Now look at this, very simple. Okay, I am telling, say for example, I am getting my work done from my existing employee, permanent employee. Look at this, I am getting work done from my permanent employee. That means for my permanent employee, I should make payment whether he works, he doesn't work. He produces this, he produces that. Whatever he produces, I should make the payment. Yes or no? Now pay attention, students, what I am telling. Yes, there is one employee. Suppose I am taking the employee name as, say for example, who is there? Yes, Ashwin. Ashwin is my employee. Yes, I have told Ashwin for 1 month I am going to pay you 10,000 rupees. Now, whether he produces shirt, whether he produces pant, whether he doesn't produce, whether he sleeps, whatever he does, and by end of the month I have to pay him 10,000 rupees. Yes or no, everyone? Yes, correct. So, whether he produces or not, I have to pay him 10,000 rupees. Now, what I am telling, previously he was producing shirt. Now, what I am telling is don't produce shirt, produce pant. Okay, in that particular case, what is my relevant cost? Now, look at this, students. I am telling, yes, otherwise by producing shirt, how much amount he is sacrificing, that is my relevant cost. Suppose I am telling, see, yes, while we were producing shirt, yes, he was getting 500 rupees. That means if he starts producing pant, he cannot be getting 500 rupees. He is sacrificing that 500 rupees. So 500 becomes irrelevant. Now look at this very simple number I am going to give you. Yes. The data is there here. Yes or no? Yes. Selling price is 1000 rupees. Yes, I was selling my shirt. Selling price is 1000 rupees. Fine. In my variable cost, I was having a material of 200, labor of 300 rupees, variable overhead of 250 rupees. Now, in your CA Inter, there was one concept, yes, of your time and motion study. So, what you are doing, see, your permanent employee, you are paying 10,000 rupees per month. Okay, you will estimate ideally in a month how many units he will produce. Okay, you have estimated somewhere around, yes, he is producing somewhere around 5,000 units. That means per unit, effectively you are telling, okay, per unit cost comes to 200 rupees. This is just your estimation. In reality, because he is producing 1 unit, you are not going to pay him 200 rupees. Now look at this. In reality, now if Ashwin produces one shirt, I am not going to pay him 200 rupees. Just for costing purpose, I have reverse calculated and telling, okay, effectively per shirt it is coming 200 rupees. Is it clear, students? Now that means ideally when I am selling a shirt, what is happening? Look at this. I am selling a shirt, I have got 1000 rupees. Specifically what is happening. I have sold a shirt, specifically I have got 1000 rupees. Okay. In order to produce a shirt, I have to incur material, labor, variable overhead. Material cost is, say for example, 200 rupees. Yes, labor cost is 250 rupees or 300 rupees. 300 cost is my labor cost. But am I paying 300 rupees because he is producing a shirt? Yes, am I paying him 300 rupees just because he is producing a shirt? Am I paying him that amount? Yes, am I paying him 300 rupees? Am I paying Ashwin 300 rupees? Yes, he has produced one shirt. Am I paying Ashwin 300 rupees? You have produced one shirt, take 300 rupees. Am I doing that? No, I am not doing that. Yes or no? Yes. So look at this. So what I am telling? Yes, labor cost I am not incurring here. Yes, labor cost I am paying only monthly. That calculation was done only to reverse calculate your cost. Okay, it was just a notional cost that we have calculated. Okay, that means I will be incurring my variable overheads also. Say for example, my variable overhead is, say for example, 200 rupees. That means effectively, yes, if I am selling a shirt, 1000 I am getting, 200 material, 200 variable overhead I am paying. That means effectively how much cash is left, students? Effectively 600 rupees cash is left. Yes or no? What is the 600 rupees? Ideally, it will be your wage cost plus your opportunity cost. Opportunity cost is nothing but your contribution. Yes or no? Yes. In books, if you calculate, yes, books, what is going to show? Books will show you selling price is 1000. Yes. In variable cost, material it will show you 200. Labor it will show you 300. Yes. Over variable over it will show you 200. That means in books it will show you a contribution of 300 rupees. However, I know that net cash available with me is not a 300. Yes, books is telling me that contribution is 300. But I know that here this labor cost is just a notional amount that I have shown. That means net cash that is available with me is 600. What is the 600, students? It is my wages 300 plus my opportunity cost, which is my, yes, contribution. Is it clear? Yes, now did you get the logic? Yes, now did you get the logic, students? Okay. Clear everyone? So what is happening? See, labor cost, what I've shown there is just a notional cost. I've just reverse calculated in my accounts. So the contribution that I've shown there, that is also notional contribution. That means in reality, what is my contribution that is lost? Yes, the contribution which is shown in my books, that is also getting lost. That labor cost which I was showing as that I have paid, but in reality I have not paid, that is also lost. So the total of that. Okay. Yes, one more doubt. In case bonus is paid to employee for new product, that bonus will also be considered. Is it clear? Now see, all these are just your general guidelines. When you solve your questions, every question different points will be there. Based on the different points could be possible. Is it clear? It could be possible you are giving a bonus. Bonus will also be considered. Yes, you have to be clear with your principle. What is your relevant costing telling? Yes, in order to take that decision, I'm incurring. Otherwise, I will not incur. That is your relevant cost. End of your discussion. End of your story. Nothing more, nothing less. Yes, if I take that decision, I will incur the cost. Otherwise, I will not incur the cost. That is my relevant cost. As simple as that. Is it clear? Okay, so with this, we end the session. Keep studying, keep smiling, keep rocking, and see you guys tomorrow for our next session. Thank you so much, students. Have a great day.